Yeah, don't
It
worry.
should be
Wait.
fine.
Cancel the stream. Everything's going down. We're just gonna start the stream and Monty's immediately just gonna break out, like crackle and talk as a robot. And actually, wasn't it the last stream that we did where you were like mute for like the first 10-15 minutes?
Yeah.
And
Good job,
okay.
Monkey.
Oh,
'Cause
boy,
I was gonna say
There we go.
you know, I went back to see how if you couldn't hear it at all, and it's true, you were completely mute, but because nobody was directly saying like your name or saying like Monty, nobody noticed that you were actually talking, and it just sounded like we had really awkward long silences.
Yep, that sounds about right.
It's a one-sided conversation.
It's an inside joke that you know nothing about.
Yeah.
Oh, the cats are meowing.
Yeah. My sister's cat's already in his kennel for the night, and he's usually pretty good, but because he can hear me talking right now, he's been like meowing nonstop for like the last 20-30 minutes.
Why won't you let me save this image? God damn it.
Yeah. When you can only really start meowing the day after we let him out to explore the house. And every single time there was a closed door, he would just bash it for 10 minutes straight, go meow, 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 and just scream as loud as he possibly could. You could hear him from all the way from the other side of the house. It was crazy.
Oh,
You got a new
my
kitten?
cat's turned 3 today.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Kuga the little guy. Here, hold on.
Alright, I have tweeted out that we are live. And there are people here. Then Maru Karos Corwin, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub for 9 months. It lives. Also, Mazel Tov. Mazel Tov. Boo Radley
Mazel tov.
is incredibly quiet. Quiet?
Quiet? Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
He's not quiet on my end. He's loud.
Damn,
I could
these
bump.
are some privileged,
Maybe
privileged
you just
cat
need
pics
to
that we only
simply
get.
listen harder.
And
Yeah.
that son of a bitch just posted some slutty pictures of a cute cat.
Yes, he's so cute. Ooh, look at him.
I turned up Boo Radley a little bit, but I don't want to get him too loud. I want him to be the same as everybody else.
You'll hear the cackling skeletons from the next room over if that's the case.
Like Tabuya, they get such a tier 1 sub for 29 months. There's a dungeon with a perturbed practitioner afoot. There seems to be. We are in a very weird spot in this adventure right now because you guys have completed your quest that you were doing for Volo, and now you've made it your way to Skullport. So this session's gonna be a little weird. It's gonna be kind of I feel like more of a checklist of things than
We finally got to Skullport. We gotta get out of Skullport. For the love of God, we gotta get out of Skullport.
Place a shithole.
Hey!
Can't wait to rock up and just be like, hey, I found your chair. And he'll be like, who the hell are you?
who are these guys? Where'd you find these guys?
Oh, you know.
Add them to the team, collecting people as we go to
You know
every
how
floor.
adventuring goes.
Yeah. Actually gotta grab another book. I will say this, Dungeon of the Mad Mage kind of does require having Waterdeep Dragon Heist sometimes.
Hmm.
They're supposed to lead into each other, though, right?
I hate when books require order books to complete.
This, I
You
would
need
say,
the whole story.
Dungeon of the Mad Mage requires at the very least, you need to look at a lot of books to run this one. So,
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Dungeon of the Mad Mage probably requires at least some knowledge, if not the book, of Waterdeep Dragon Heist, but not the other way around.
yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, it does reference books, and it references a lot of books. It's just like, for more information, look here, and it's like, wait, what? That book?
But is he required information?
Has anyone else?
I will say
Anyone-
Waterdeep Dragon Heist probably has some required information.
Mm.
But you could easily do some Google checks and possibly figure it out. But if you want to run it from the book, you probably would need the other book just to kind of know. There are, spoiler alert, there are places in Dungeon of the Mad Mage that lead into places in Waterdeep Dragon Heist, like physical places that require maps. So it's kind of interesting in that way, where it's just like, if go here, then grab this from this page of Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and it's like, oh, okay. I'm like, all right, cool.
Has anyone else here done Dragon Heist?
Nope.
Yes, I have.
Okay, so me and Zan. Anyone else? Well,
It's not the one that we were
that
playing in
actually
Art
makes
Camp?
sense because our
That's
characters came from together.
Did you
got
beat
the
Dungeon
knowledge.
Waterdeep Dragon Heist, Evie?
We did it because it led into this.
Oh shit. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. And yes.
To be fair, with Dragon Heist, there are multiple paths that it
Yeah,
can
it's-
and
What-
move through.
What
so-
season did you do? That's the real question.
I would have to recall my memory.
You'll have to
Like I said,
yeah.
it was a very long time ago, so
Okay.
a lot of the information is not in the brain anymore.
Like, to be thanks for 100 bits, Monita is actually not active on this overlay because we don't want Monita screaming over people talking, so
Hmm.
there is no Monita test. Monita is sleeping at the moment.
I can tell you we got probably the third best ending you could get. Like, we got a pretty good ending.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm curious who your villain was, because spoiler alert, Waterdeep Dragon Heist, your villain is based off of the season in Waterdeep when you're playing, so it's all different.
Really?
Yeah, it's literally like it's kind of follows the same pattern, but the conflict is different depending on what season it is. So it's really, really cool for that reason.
Monty, I ran it in winter, and then I was a player, and when I was a player, it was spring.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Shay had it in spring, but we didn't get too far. I think we got like maybe 2/5 of the way in. But I'm
Yeah.
still considering that you've experienced that because they are interconnected for the most part. So yeah, no, I legitimately, I'm sorry, I'm gonna like say we start at 8 here just so people can get in. I love Waterdeep Dragon Heist. I think it's probably one of the best pre-written adventures for new players, honestly.
I can agree with that.
Compared to a lot of other games. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Like, legitimately really like it. I the complaints it has are valid. And definitely ironically, I don't like that it leads into Dungeon of the Mad Mage because they're so different, like, in terms of what the actual
Yeah.
play style is. Because, like, Waterdeep Dragon Heist is a lot of roleplay. It's a ton of, like, intrigue. It's basically like National Treasure in D&D with, like, some other
like-
things mixed in.
It's like an Ocean's 11 kind of,
Yeah.
it's a heist. It's a heist thing, and then you
It's-
get to Mad Mage, and it's a spreadsheet.
Yeah, and it's a dungeon crawl, which is not bad. It's just it's a complete difference if you're used to one and then go into the other.
Right.
So, Chaos Madudes, they get some 100 bits Waterdeep, but for some reason all the NPCs have been reskinned as Goliaths. Damn, but
It's calling you out like this.
Fucking going crazy.
but yeah, no, it's good to know that you did. I need to know what season you did though, Evie. So
I'm trying to find my notes right now.
okay, yeah, don't say anything out loud because it may pertain to spoilers for others. But if you want to DM me at any point, like, and just let me know who your villain was, that would be very good information to know. Because yeah, the book is, again, Waterdeep Dragon Heist is a really good first book. I do recommend like the starter kits for like really base beginning stuff, but like if you want to get into like a real like campaign, I think Waterdeep Dragon Heist is really, really fun. And I kind of hope they do another book like this where it's like a level 1 to 5 with a really, really good premise and then it links into a different book. They kind of did that with Horde of the Dragon Queen and Tiamat, but those books aren't good, so, that's kind of here or there.
Yeah, I remember you wanted to run that one, and then you were like backed out because you're like, no, it's
It's not very good.
Oh, it's bad.
Ooh.
Hey, Monty, rock, paper, scissors, you can only pick one. I picked paper.
I really wanted to like pretty much everything they were doing with the newer Rise of the Tiamat story because it was very reminiscent of Red Hand of Doom, which is my favorite
Yeah.
pre-written module from 3.5. But they missed a lot of the things that make Red Hand of Doom so good.
The problem is, too, they made that before 5th edition was done.
Yeah.
And you can tell. It is rough. It is like if you want a railroad, that is the pre-made adventure to railroad super hard in. So, it's possible to run it. You just have to do a lot of work to make it good, which
Yeah.
kind of then at that point defeats the purpose of a pre-made. But it is possible to fix it and then run it.
Mechanically, it is a nightmare. Like Monty said, it was made before they officially locked down what 5th edition was going to be.
Yeah, they also clearly didn't have creature stat blocks for certain things, so they're like, "Oh, this happens with these creatures," and then you go and look, and those are like deadly creatures for that level, and you're like, So, yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, like it can work for some people, but like I said, you had to kind of be ready to do some adjustments and things like that. But like I will say this, I think, and I don't want to spoil it, but I think that Rise of Tiamat, I mean, I think you can assume what happens, but Rise of Tiamat has probably one of the best boss sequences I've seen in one of these per-written modules, honestly, reading it. I mean, on paper, it sounds really, really good. In execution, I'm not sure, but like, they very clearly wanted to have a very epic battle at the end, and they outlined it fairly well. Ace Bounty, 100 bits. Are you going to do the Splatfest demo on the 27th of this month? Probably not. I'm not a big Splatoon person. I like the first game. I played the first game quite a bit, but I haven't really played the others since then. I do have access to the demo because I do have the Nintendo membership thing, but I
have found my notes.
Okay.
I played in spring.
Oh, okay. Wow. So everybody played in spring. That's great, actually.
I think our DM looked up which was the best, and spring was like
spring is the best.
Supposedly the best.
Spring
so
is
that's
the best
probably
one.
why.
When I ran it, I rolled like an idiot.
Apparently, winter's the second best. So hey.
Yeah.
You looking at Labyrinth, or what's happening?
Oh, we're talking about Waterdeep Dragon Heist, which season is considered the best one. So, which one's winter? I'm gonna check which one winter is because I forgot. I know what spring is because I ran spring.
Monty?
Well, yeah, obviously. Okay, page 6.
Like, what is the main villain, a druid or something?
No, I won't say because it's a spoiler.
A lot of the cast within not everyone, but a lot of the cast within Waterdeep Dragon Heist remain the same, but their like goals and what they plan on doing.
Oh, it's this guy.
I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I have a mini of this guy actually.
Oh.
The memories that are flooding through my brain right now as I glance over my notes.
I remember when I saw you opening boxes of miniatures, and I'm like, oh shit, you got Hekaton! I got that one!
Oh, yeah. Oh, this guy's cool. And the first one's very classic, but that one, yeah, that guy's cool. All right. Well, I think we're good to go. Bracky is back, and I think I'm ready to jump into the dungeon of the Anger Wizard. How about you guys?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
The
ready to
Wizard's
cry.
basement.
Let us return to the what's it called? Garters and
Oh god.
Garters and what was it called? Oh my lord.
Guts and Garters in.
Guts and
Garters.
Garters. That was
Guts
it.
and
All
Garter.
this time, Thaddeus is still sleeping, standing up.
Oh yeah, I have no. You hate the beds here. Well, beds is a generous
I
word.
hate the poor.
Nyx was still out of it.
Yeah, the Guts and Garters. There we go. All right, let's get into the dungeon of the Mad Mage.
Bye, chat.
Bye, Jed.
Bye, chat.
First of all, we'll pull this up to start. So, I think that's appropriate music. So you guys sleep in the Guts and Garters for the night. Do you all sleep in separate rooms, or do you guys sleep kind of in shared spaces? How do you guys arrange yourselves?
I think Bertrand paid for 4 rooms or
Okay.
5 rooms.
Well, you paid
Yeah.
for us. I don't know if you paid for individual rooms.
Hmm.
If possible, then just one giant communal room.
Okay. You guys pay for a communal room. And you guys all just sleep, or do you guys keep up any sort of watch?
If it's available, Lionel would keep first watch at least.
Nick started off poisoned, so I don't know.
Yeah, you're out, I
Maybe,
feel.
maybe you don't take a watch tonight.
Yeah.
Thaddeus can like do a watch if need be. Depends on how everyone else is doing.
Okay. Thaddeus,
Yes.
what is your passive perception?
Oh god.
My passive.
Oh.
perception- Wow,
That's not
a
keeping
whopping
watch.
9.
Okay. Okay. During the night, you hear light footsteps kind of walk outside your door, and it occurs about 5 or 6 times. At first, you think it's patrons possibly staying in the rooms, but then you realize it's the same person.
Could he peek his head out to see what's going on?
Roll a stealth check.
Oh boy. Here we go. Hey, at least this isn't like -1 or something. Yup. But that's a 6.
It's a 7.
Well, it was a 6. But...
You with the door. And you see currently making her way down the stairs and slowly turning and giving you a smile is Quietude.
Oh, hello. Is something the matter?
No. Just keeping an eye on things.
He's gonna look like back and forth a little bit. Oh, well, I see. If you could just keep it down a little bit, the rest of us are just trying to sleep.
I'm very sorry.
Oh, no problem, no problem. We're just, you know, your attentiveness is really appreciated.
She kind of cocks her head and she gives an even like wider, kind of creepy smile and goes,
It really is.
she slowly, without breaking eye contact, makes her way down the stairs.
Okay, well, good night. Closes the door. I swear the people around this area are... He just looks over at Bertrand.
Bertrand is sleep crying.
Ah,
Sleep
that makes
crying?
sense. Sleep crying?
Yeah, just like a light sob.
Thaddeus, roll an insight check for me.
Alright, here we go. I actually have a decent advantage of this. But that's a 9. No, not even a 9. That's another 6. So it's 8.
Huh, weird lady. Anyway,
Anyway, that's just how these people are. It's fine. It's fine. No
You
skin off
guys-
my back.
you guys actually end up sleeping for about 10 hours because there's no sunlight down here.
Oh god. My schedule.
Well, welcome to my world, child.
I imagine Bertrand would be relatively used to this.
You're pretty used to it, yeah, but it's been a long journey.
Yeah. Try to sleep off the drow poison.
How do people tell timing down here? Anyway, like
You're either dead or you're alive time.
I mean, yeah, jokingly, but yeah.
well.
Bertrand
Good
will-
morning, night, even afternoon. Good day, everyone.
Bertrand will
Yes, good.
very quickly get his arms and armor equipped before kind of checking the windows and the doors as everyone's slowly getting to their feet.
Well, I feel much better.
Well, that's good.
Daddy's still like leaning on the wall. What? Yeah. Oh, it's time. Ah, good.
Those nicks
Um,
feel.
I'm back.
Those nicks feel better.
Well, Bertrand got the information, remember last episode, from the old lady that it would only last an hour, so
Gotcha.
I'm assuming that she wakes up feeling much better after 10 hours.
Hmm.
I'm gonna approach Nyx real quick. And be like, sorry I couldn't help out yesterday. I didn't exactly have the right spells prepared to help you with your situation, but I've got them prepared now, so if it happens again, yay.
Oh, no worries. I mean, honestly, it's my fault. I'm not so tough at fighting off, poisons and such.
I mean, it's not really your job, though, is it?
That's true. I'm definitely a little bit better when I'm kind of far away and shooting from a distance.
Bertrand's gonna look out the window. Does he still see the mule parked outside?
You do, yeah. You do see the mule. You also see 2 dead bodies next to it.
Bertrand's gonna look towards Wisp. My apologies of interrupting you, but it would seem that our companion has been attacked during our slumber.
I beg your pardon.
Well,
Is she okay?
He's just gonna
What?
point towards out the window towards the dead bodies.
Yeah, you see 2 dead goblins on the ground.
Oh dear lord.
Oh god.
I mean, mules are pretty tough, from what I hear. So, I mean, good job. You didn't hear that, Thaddeus, during your watch?
Well, funnily enough, I did hear something else. Apparently, the innkeeper was just pacing about. Is that normal? As he like looks over to Bertrand.
Yes, she is known for haunting these holes. She is quite diligent.
She's
Hi,
diligent, but she's not that diligent.
Bertrand knows why she's doing this and doesn't want to say anything.
Fair enough,
Um,
yeah.
By my
Ah, I
grandmother.
see.
Come on, let's go check this out. What happened?
Yes, and then let's get out of here as fast as we possibly can.
See that, but we are gonna come back, so...
The innkeeper told us about a mind flayer killer going around.
I think she only told Bertrand, who has not said anything yet.
Never
Yeah.
mind then.
Yeah. That's
Thank
the
you
only
for
reason
not sharing.
Bertrand's been particularly quiet.
Thank you for not sharing information. Okay, let's go.
No problem.
Let's go see if the mule killed goblins and we have to... Is that going to cost us? What's the murder situation down here?
Alright, you guys make your way down, collect your things. Some of you have been bitten by bed bugs, by the way. Nothing
Understood.
too
Even
bad,
Thaddeus?
but still pretty rough.
The
I'm
child
amazed there
rating
were
wasn't
bed
too
bugs
hard
with
on
no
them.
mattresses.
If Thaddeus is sleeping upright, did he get any bed bugs?
You would not, but you would also have a point of exhaustion for not sleeping properly.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay.
Termites. Once we reach downstairs and towards the mule, Bertrand's gonna look over the back of the heads of the goblins to see how they potentially died.
One of the goblins was clearly, like, trampled. The other goblin was stabbed.
What the fuck?
Does
Bertrand
the
will.
stab...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, we saw the mule holding a switchblade earlier. Does it resemble a switchblade
It
stab
does,
wound?
yes. It does resemble a
Oh,
switchblade
boy.
stab
So
wound.
that's canon? The mule actually has a switchblade.
Yes, everything we say about the mule is canon. Wow.
I thought I was on mushrooms during that moment.
Bertrand is going to kind of audibly have a sigh of relief. Kind of moves one of the goblin bodies over and kind of pets the mane of the horse.
The mule kind of wiggles the ears and looks very contented. And all your stuff appears to be on the cart as well.
Why are
I
you
will-
smiling? There's 2 people there down here.
Well, I mean, it's pretty much an expectation for these kinds of areas that there are just dead bodies everywhere.
While the Skullport is known for its reputation of being a particularly hard place.
So
I
what,
must
murder
admit,
just happened? Nobody cares?
defense happens, I believe that these goblins may have been trying to steal something from the mule, or the mule himself. I'm not quite certain, but more importantly, I'm not certain exactly how to explain this, but I had a conversation with Quietude the previous evening after we had finished our meals, and it would appear that there is a mind flayer loose in the city. I was quite worried and wasn't certain how to bring it forward. We'd already gone through so much, I figured we should just get some sleep.
Hmm.
You don't say.
As soon as you say mind flare, just Lionel like tightens his bandana a little more. Just nope.
Yeah, getting a little bit of a headache for no reason. You're not sure why.
I read Bolos's books. I know those things don't like wizards.
Have you guys encountered any of those down here?
No, but I have a primal fear for those things.
I would rather not to, so we should get going, shall we?
Yes, of course. I can try to lead you outside of Skullport if you wish, back towards the surface, but I wanted to give you what information I had.
There are also stores down here if you guys would like to look at them.
There aren't many markets here, but what there is, I can try to guide you towards if you
Well,
wish.
what type of stores?
I could list them off if that would make life easier for everybody.
That will help.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
Bertrand points towards like a mall
yeah,
kiosk.
yeah, mall kiosk. I was just thinking that, like, oh, it's the ye old mall kiosk. Yeah. You notice
You
that in
work
the
here.
you notice in the bottom corner there's like the Xanathar symbol as well, and like a bunch of like graffiti.
You are
See,
here,
yeah.
Stagger Point.
Some stickers of furries that place there.
You have.
like-
Hold on, I'm just gonna read this out so I don't read off the wrong thing. There's the Dead Man's Corner, and I'm not gonna tell you what these shops are. You have to figure them out for yourselves.
Okay.
The Dead Man's Corner, Thimblewine's Pawn Shop, the Black Tankard, Gud's Distillery, the Sea Chest, the Flagon and the Dragon,
Hmm.
Dark Harvest Market, the Guts and Garters, which you guys had resided, the Feathered Rat, Thaglar's Foundry, the Bat's Roost, the Poisoned Quill. Sorry, I just gotta read. Some of these are not shops and are just houses that have people in them. Sargoth's Bounty. The Lantern
Here's the-
Lighters. Dumathion's Jest. The Overflowing Urn. The Nightshade's Crest, which is where you went, Bertrand. The Worm's Gullet, which is the restaurant. And that is it.
Dumathoin, that's we had a name before. That's the god of the dwarves, right?
Yeah, Dumathoin's Jest.
That maybe it's a blacksmith. Maybe they're interested in copper.
All right. Dumathoin's Chest. Is that? Do we know which level or layer of Skullport that's on?
That is on the upper level.
Oh,
Yeah, that's fine. I suppose we'll make our way up there just to check.
Okay. You guys set out. I assume bringing your mule with you because it's got a bunch of stuff on it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Going up these sort of rickety wooden walkways between these large, tall, spine-like buildings.
Okay, everyone.
Eventually,
these are very difficult areas. Get your mean face on. People get close.
all right, group intimidation check, everybody.
Oh no!
We're
Oh
going to give
no!
them the good old high class stare.
My
stare.
0 intimidation is a tiny little gnome.
Let's see it.
I have
I'm
0 too,
rolling
don't
intimidation.
worry.
Look at that. Technically 3 1s in that roll.
My Burgiosi glare will make them shiver
My-
in their boots.
How on earth am I the scariest person?
17.
I like to
When
imagine
you
you turn into
smile,
like a
you have,
hype.
like-
I'd like to imagine you turn to like a hyper realistic like leopard, like baring its teeth.
I got to hyper realistic.
I was gonna say the
Absolutely
fangs
not.
come out when you smile, and that could be intimidating.
He
You know?
just threatens to throw up on their couch. No, 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 don't.
I
It's also
need-
The hacking
respectable
sound.
roles.
I
Oh
need
my God,
one
you
more from Thaddeus to break the tie
Okay,
here.
that's the thing. Like, I did technically roll it, but I must have, like, accidentally, like, exited out of the thing. So, do you want me
You have to
re-roll
re-roll. It hasn't come through.
Yeah, we don't
Alright.
see it.
Mm.
Here we go. Oh, it's actually better. 22.
Nice.
Ooh.
You guys look pretty scary. I
Yeah.
mean, you're a bunch of weirdos, but there are those like you see kind of two Duragar kind of walk by and kind of give you a look, and then they kind of look through. They look mostly towards Nyx, who is the like least frightening person in your party, like forcing an angry scowl, and they kind of exchange looks and kind of consider and assess. But then they see Lionel, who you're a magical practitioner, and you definitely give an air of power.
I use prestidigitation to make it look like smoke is coming out of my mouth constantly.
Oh, cool, yeah. They like immediately like, oh, never mind, fuck that, and like immediately kind of give you a wide breath. Eventually, you find yourself in front of a smallish shop called Jumathine's Jest. There appears to be what appears to be a hanging sign of what appears to be like a diamond on it with like a magnifying glass sketched behind it on the signage. It appears to be open.
Well, my friends, I will wait out here and guard the mule and the effects if you wish to make purchase.
Well, here, I'll pass you a bag of feed so you can feed them for the day while we go in.
Of course, thank you.
Let's take a look at what it is to begin with. Open the door.
All right, you guys head
I'm
inside.
not counting on quality here.
From the outside, what does it look like exactly?
Looks like despite it's got the same sort of exterior as a lot of the other stores or buildings in Skullport, which is kind of hard to avoid. But it does look well kept. The windows are much clearer, less foggy. And the sign looks well kept. The door looks like it's bolted actually pretty well, but currently it is unlocked. It's surprisingly quaint. It's just darkened by the location.
Gotcha. I'm gonna take a look around and see what I can determine from the place.
All right, you open up the door and enter. You open the door and there's jingles, and the moment you enter inside, you realize why this has such a heavy-duty lock on it. You see shelves upon shelves of gemstones.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And you immediately hear someone go, "I'll be there in a moment!" And then you hear some heavy footfalls as you see a female Duragar, dark dwarf, make her way down a set of stairs, kind of tying up her hair in the bun, and immediately makes her way down. She has a sort of artisan look to her. And the inside of the shop is much different than the outside. The inside is very warm, kind of, warm and homely, and definitely the lighting here helps make the gemstones that are just laid out just twinkle with beauty.
Huh.
Also,
Okay.
it is worth pointing out her establishment is a ugly stone building, is how it's described in the book. So
Ugly stone building.
she clasps her two very heavy hands together and goes, "Well, good morning to you. How can I help?"
It is morning? Oh god, thank god. Okay. Good morning. We just new in town, per se. Look around to see if we can sell some stuff.
Well, I appraise and buy gemstones.
We
Are
have
there
like
any diamonds in this place?
Yes, she does appear to have diamonds.
I am immediately looking them over.
For no reason in particular, right?
No real reason. I don't know why I might want one of those, but
It's
I
my
could really use one of
birthstone.
those.
It's my birthstone, Tiffany. It's like
Oh my
all
god.
me.
This is the gem. This is my own horoscope, Tiffany. Oh my god.
There are crystals. We don't have any. Do we have any gems that we can sell here? There's my pearl, but that's for my
definitely didn't
casting.
pick up any.
Try to look around. No, that's for my casting. That's for my casting. Breath of
We
Awakening.
don't really have many valuables, but we do have like material goods.
I'm afraid I don't buy material goods. I only buy and sell gemstones.
You can only buy and sell gems.
I see.
What we can do is exchange some of our coin for gemstones. That will make the weight situation easier.
Oh, so
Mm,
I'd be very interested in one of these diamonds.
Absolutely. What size diamond are you looking for?
I'm looking for something worth, I don't know, like 350
About
in
350.
gold pieces.
Oh, let me take a look here. And you see she kind of looks around. She finds one and kind of lifts it up, and it's about the size of a ping pong ball, and it's kind of shaped in a similar sort of rounded fashion. And she goes,
This one here is 320 gold pieces. It's a fine piece.
Do you accept electrum pieces?
Yes.
I had to. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Well, he has to
she's
slow
like,
down.
yes, of course, but deep inside, I'm like, fucking.
I mean, I'm very interested. I have 600 electrum pieces, so that'll be about 300 gold, and I can give you another 20 gold. Let's call it 28 gold, because then I can have a nice round even number. So I'll give you the 600 electrum pieces and 28 gold. How does that sound?
That sounds fair. And she kind of lifts out her hand, and she puts your diamond in like a little cute little pouch and hands it off to you, and she'll take the money.
I have deleted the
And then
money,
she
and I will
begins
add
counting
the
them one
diamond.
by one.
She does like bite a couple of the pieces just to check them, and then puts them away.
Who has all the piles of coins we found at the
I
Tourna's
do.
Den? How much was that?
I still have 2,000 silver pieces on me. That
Okay,
are
so
RTs, technically.
so we can turn those 2,000 silver pieces. We can exchange them for gems to take care of the weight.
So I'm noting
So-
down diamond worth 320.
Yeah. Just because we are buying and selling, I am just gonna go grab my Dungeon Master's Guide, but I know it's in a different room, so I will be right back. You guys may talk amongst yourselves. I will be right back.
Mm-hmm.
For sake of clarification, what else are we planning on selling today? Or trying to?
It depends on what we sell, like up on the surface, and what we sell down here, because we have our skull encased in glass. If anybody is interested in a skull that, you know, turns any gelatinous cute or whatever blob into like a larger size.
That will be when our canister sort of some sort.
Yeah, we
But
have our
you also
copper
consider,
ore.
like, oh, yeah.
Oh, and
like,
our
there might-
books.
I mean, this is a shop on the upper side. You guys could potentially ask this gemcraft seller if anyone would be able to buy these.
Yeah,
What
or
you're-
like I have a bunch of animal pieces. Maybe some alchemists will be interested in those.
We should consider like the fact that like, there might be a bit more valuable. Like our goods might actually be more valuable on the surface or something, right?
Well, it depends, because I feel like our blank books might actually be more valuable in Skullport.
Yeah, the fact
Where
that
there's
finding
no
someone who to
trees.
buy them is a problem. But yes.
Yeah.
We should also probably check out the pawn shop because they may have rare pieces that we can't get elsewhere because it's a pawn shop.
Yeah,
That is true.
could get a little knick-knack.
I just really wanted a diamond, guys. Like the first opportunity we had, I was like, oh my god.
Now,
Why do you
who's
need a
going to be the
diamond for?
first person you're going to use that on?
What are you talking about? It's just a nice diamond.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
nice.
it's for really expensive beer pong.
Really shy.
Yeah.
That's why it's ping pong ball sized.
He needs to flex.
Do you have any blue quartz, ma'am? The 10 gold pieces worth?
Let me see. She begins to kind of look. Give me 1 second.
Because we can buy 20 blue quartz for those 2,000 silver pieces.
That might make my life a bit easier.
Yeah.
Then I can actually not use my clothes as a bag.
You're kind of a walking ATM right now.
Either agates, azurite, quartz, lapis lazuli, malachite.
Also, if need be, I also do have 750 silver pieces we could use for something else.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. She kind of looks at you. She goes, "I've got obsidian that's about the same value.
About 10 gold pieces per piece.
I have about 5 of those.
Try to exchange this money.
I also do have some moonstone, which is about 50 gold pieces, if that's something else you'd like."
That would not be a bad idea. So we want
Tell you
to
what.
trade these basically 200 gold pieces worth of silver for gem. So
Okay.
yeah.
She's willing to sell you moonstones for that. So 4 moonstones would get you 200 gold worth, essentially.
Basically.
Yeah.
And
Thaddeus-
that eliminates a lot of pounds out of.
Oh yeah. Thaddeus can buy one of the moonstones. He has like 750 silver. So that'll be like. 50
And then I'll
gold.
buy 3.
Yeah.
Well, we actually need the 2,000 silver, but yeah, if you want to save some of it.
Alright, so we can short the moonstone market.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh no, Final Fantasy.
Oh, shush, 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 you member of the syndicate, shush.
I need to sell.
I have a brilliant idea. What if we make NFTs?
No.
I will kill Thaddeus with a
I
gun.
will immediately.
The
That's how
fucking
we drop
the
more
Mad
people.
Mage will fucking like just melt through stone with a Glock and will shoot Thaddeus and then disappear.
We'll call it Thad Coin.
But yeah,
Oh,
buy, you can buy 3 moonstones.
Yep, 3 moonstones were 50 gold each.
Yep.
yeah, they're 50
I'll
gold
keep-
each.
I'll keep one of them.
You
Thaddeus
want
can
one?
buy
Alright,
too.
I'll just keep 2 in my inventory then, if you want to keep one.
Yep.
And these gems
at
don't
that-
weigh anything, right?
No, they do not.
Cool.
That's the
Yeah,
cool
no,
thing
Thaddeus
about
will
this
take the
thing.
fourth one, right?
What was that?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thaddeus will take the 4th one, right?
Yeah, I bought 3, you got 1.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Bosco, they've rated the party of 22. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Hello.
Floor
Hi,
chicken.
Bosco. I hope you had a great evening.
That's ominous.
Floor chicken.
That's my favorite thing about like when you try to be complimentary to Bosco, it just sounds weird.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me, I need to thank Bosco for a bunch of things he's done for my wife recently.
Oh.
Oh.
It'll be sincere, but it'll still sound weird.
How many copper pieces do we have?
I have like 4.
We had like 4. Okay, so we didn't grab any from the pile.
No.
And you guys left the
anything-
copper pieces behind because there was a lot of copper pieces.
There was
Yeah.
10,000 copper pieces and they weighed like
Yeah.
400 pounds.
I'm just making sure. I'm trying to remember what we grabbed. Okay, do we have any other big numbers on
I still have
points?
500 silver pieces. I
500.
wouldn't
You,
mind
I
converting.
have like 700 silver pieces.
you exchange that shit.
Jesus Christ.
What? I
Each-
mean, Nick's already can't carry much. Like, what is...
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Okay,
but
you watch as the storekeep, the Duragar lady just kind of goes, "Will that be all for business? Or is there anything else you're looking for?"
Well, it's up to you guys if you want to trade those because we could use the extra space if necessary.
so the idea is that the moonstones are like 50 gold piece, so we can give up like 500 of our silver to like make
think
room
we
in
had
our.
Exactly.
Or-
Yeah.
It's to save like white space. So when you want to spend those, you just go and spend the moonstone, and it's treated as 50 gold.
Yeah, I can
Suppose
do
could
that.
work.
The...
Though I think I'll hold on to mine. It could come in useful later.
Ow,
Never
sorry,
know.
my
That's
cat
not
bit me.
silver
And
piece.
such.
Do you have any opals?
Opals. Let's see.
Yeah, go through spell list now, see if there's any precious gems you will need.
How much do moonstones weigh?
Nothing.
Nothing. They weigh nothing.
Okay, cool. My cat's biting me. I need to... Stop it!
He's attacking.
Sorry, my
Whisk,
familiar is
stop.
acting up.
It happens
Stop it,
sometimes. I'm
Wiz.
just excited I've got a gem.
Yeah, stop nipping at me.
She looks up,
Whisk
she
has
goes,
us at the zoomies again.
I have one black opal, but it's pretty expensive.
How much?
That'll be 1,000 gold pieces there, darling.
Oh no, no, thank you.
I have never seen that much money in my life.
No,
None of them
I'm
even
afraid I
used
can't afford that
for.
right now.
Sorry.
That's good. Well, if we're not getting any more gens or exchanges for the coin, can we ask you for information?
Yeah, certainly. You're paying customers. I'm willing to help.
We gotta looks at the cart outside. We have a lot of copper ore. Would you happen to know anyone that would buy it?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't do copper ore.
Mhm. I kind of figured, but
Let's see. You might be able to sell it at Thaglar's foundry, but I've
Thaglar.
heard that there's a new manager there who's kind of mean, so I'm not sure.
ooh,
Let's see. Who else could take it?
Thaglar. I thought it was
Thaglar's foundry, yeah.
TH or F.
TH. Thaglar.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that'd be the only place I can think of.
Gemstones. Keep that in mind. Let me just.
Also, you don't happen to know the easiest way, like, out of Skullport, do you?
To the surface.
You'd have
Yeah.
to you'd have to charter a boat around Skull Island and make your way sea waste, or you could take a
Yeah,
walkway path, but that's a long, arduous journey. I recommend taking the sea.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just-
Are the people on the Skull Island a problem to get out of here?
They can be. I wouldn't speak ill of the Xanathar Guild. They got eyes and ears everywhere.
Nyx coughs.
Okay. What about? Would anyone be interested in blank books?
Oh, I would
Around here.
definitely take that to the pawn shop. Thimblewine would be very interested in reusable goods like that.
Does he give a good coin for it, or does he like kind of a cheapskate?
A fair coin, but if you're buying anything, it will be a bit more expensive.
That makes sense.
What sort of wares does he have there, by any chance?
She's got basic equipment, reusable goods, most non-magical things, and nothing of very precious nature, like my shop.
I see. Well, it's still worth going there regardless. But where do we go first?
Would
Go to
any,
the
do
pawn
you know
shop?
any? Do you know anyone who would be interested in like giant spider leg or animal bone?
Ah,
Or gelatinous cubes.
What about magical items?
I don't know anybody with magical items. Well, sorry, I'm just checking our list here because there's quite a
Don't
few.
worry.
Feathered rat. Feathered rat.
Did you say that out loud?
No.
Oh, okay.
Bertrand's outside. I'm just above game. I'm curious what the hell that is.
I am kind of curious, though. Is there anyone around that would make use of this? He's gonna pull out the runestone key.
I don't know what that is, so I don't know.
That is a different quest.
I vote we hold on to that one.
Yeah.
We don't want a copper mask incident all over again.
Ah, don't remind me. Copper
Yeah.
mask.
Fair
Lionel
enough, fair enough.
infuriately creates a copper mask in front of him. God damn.
That's like a waste. But understandable. He's gonna put away the rune key in his pocket again.
Snaps the mask.
I'm afraid that's all I have. I wish I could be of more help, but it seems as though you're very unique characters who have unique needs and wants, so...
We have been.
apologies.
We appreciate the help, ma'am.
Well, of course, of course.
Nope, we'll make our way.
She nods, and you guys... Ding, 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 ding.
I liked the happy music.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Now
then
it
back to
goes away.
Skullport,
Too bad.
Too bad, you're in Skullport.
where nothing is happening.
I missed the music already.
Oh, I feel so much better carrying the 2,000 coins on me all the time.
In
Yeah,
a
you
sense,
get
it's probably
used to
why
it.
those 2 Daragar were kind of sizing you all up, because you were literally running around with bags of money.
Now I only have 1 bag of money, and it's probably a reasonable size.
Well, he did tell us that we might be able to sell those books for a good price at the pawn shop.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
then
that
let's make a
should be
quick
our
little
next destination.
let's make it a quick little circuit. We go to the pawn shop, and then we go to then we go sell the rest of this ore, and then we go back up to the surface.
Well, which is closest, the pawn shop or the Taglar's foundry?
Thaglar's Foundry is on the... Where are you? Thaglar's Foundry is actually the furthest away. The pawn shop is just if you go straight down, like from the levels, you'll find the pawn shop.
Well, then we go to let's check out how much we can get in the pawn shop. And I'm going to assume some of us can compare that price from the surface price.
Yeah,
And we can
maybe.
deal with that.
And Bertrand help guide to make sure we get there safely.
You got it, yeah. With your background and being from Skullport itself, I would say that you easily can find Thimblewine's pawn shop. You know that Thimblewine is an older gnome who runs this shop, generally pretty good. And in front of it, it has, like the namesake, a thimble on the signage, and the door has a myriad of goods, like fishing poles and other random assortments of things. And as you enter inside...
Fishing poles, you say?
I thought those were called kisses.
What?
Yeah, what?
Peter Pan reference? No one really? Oh, I'm old. Oh.
I got it. But I was too busy being distracted by the fishing poles.
I haven't watched Peter Pan in I don't even know how many years.
As you enter inside, the shop is just an eclectic combination of a mixture of random goods and general goods. It's got the best way to describe it. There's all kinds of items. There's like a creepy doll shelf. There is an area that has just a myriad of different skulls. It's like a huge Mage Podge of shops. And you hear a little voice go, "Just a moment, I'll be right there." Which, you actually kind of recognize, Bertrand. It is the voice of Thimblewine's, niece, Crystalline. And as she turns the corner, you all see a very cheery-looking rock gnome, with sort of, like, pigtails that kind of, like, just explode out the back of her hair. She's wearing what appears to be a set of glasses, which you know that Thimblewine would usually wear to inspect objects. And she's wearing kind of a very nice set of tough overalls, oversized gloves for her hands. And she walks up a stepladder to stand in front of the counter. And she goes, "Hello, how can I help you?"
Pleasant
Hello.
evening. I believe we were looking for your aunt, unless you were on shift this morning.
"Oh, you mean my uncle?
Uncle, I'm sorry.
I'm afraid he died.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. May I ask how?
Old age.
That'll do it.
Well, I'm here, though, and I now manage the business. So if you have anything you'd like to buy or sell, let me know. I can look and see if we got it.
What? Yeah, we've been going down the Undermountain. So we have a couple of things that we are interested in, make some coin out of. If you will be
Certainly, let's
interested.
take a look. I only take reusable goods, so I won't take any perishables or food or anything like that. Let's see, what do you got?
We have a good chunk of blank books.
Ooh, I am very interested in that. Let's see. How many blank
We
books
have-
do you have?
We have
10 of
10.
them, and we found them on 2D floor 2.
Yeah.
2D.
We had
4,
11, but I'm keeping one of them.
Yeah,
2.
2D floor 2.
So floor 2, 2D, you got it. I'm just going to double check to see if there's any neat properties in these books. It's floor 1. Who gives a shit about floor 1? 2D, you said, right?
Yep.
2D floor.
they're like super magical and we just sell them for like, 10 gold or something.
I would have detected the magic at that point.
That's true.
I did a lot of detect magic.
Okay. She looks at the books, and she goes, well, they're not brand new. She kind of flips through the pages. They are blank, which is very nice. The paper is reasonable, but they're probably going to have to be fixed a little bit. I'd be willing to buy all of these books for 10 gold apiece.
How does that sound on my experience for this kind of product?
That is really reasonable, actually, considering
Yeah.
that they're not in the best condition.
What if you use mending on that?
It's more of like age, less of like
Yeah.
it's broken.
We're flipping books now, Monty.
Oh shit. I want an open book
Bookbinding.
space for entertaining.
That would give us 100 gold.
Yeah,
Not bad,
I'm
right?
okay
Not
with
a bad
that.
That
thing.
is quite a good steal.
I could give you 10 platinum as well if that would be easier for you.
Ooh.
Yes, please.
Very well. And she takes the books. And she's a very small little gnome, but she manages to carry all of them over to a shelf and just kind of unloads them there. And you watch as she unlocks a lockbox and then proceeds to provide you 10 platinum pieces for the books.
Okay, so everyone gets two platinum pieces.
Ah, excellent. Now this is gonna be back. to
Shut up, Jetwave. I don't want to call out the chat, but Jetwave just said, our budget is 200 Electrum, and I'm like, fucking shut up.
We're only going to do in Electrum from now on.
Now this is a sign you need to get back to seeing.
Okay, so everyone keep in mind, all of you, each one of us got 2 platinum pieces.
Now we
Yeah,
have
the
the
right
other
hand.
2 books,
Thank
but
you.
technically they're already like we have the Elven and Dwarven history book and the monstrosity books.
Yeah,
Or book.
would you be interested in those? They're not
No,
not blank, but they're
I'm
informative.
not really a bookstore.
Gotcha.
What
It's-
about
No.
the skull encased in glass that turns
That's
any...
a magical item, just not.
Hey, you never know. In a pawn shop,
I'm sorry, no offense. In a common pawn shop, it's not an arcane usage.
Ooh, let me.
Again, that would probably be more.
Can I look at that? I'm actually kind of interested in that. Let me take a look.
Hand it
I'll
over.
show it.
What a weird little thing. How much do you want for it?
There's no like appraise in this. Maybe history or investigation? How much do you...
I'm
not
leaving
sure
it
how
up to
to-
you guys. There's no check. How much do you think this
Yeah,
thing was worth
fair
selling?
enough.
Um,
Alright, well, you
Listen,
guys are the
remember
mage
when I said
eaters.
Remember when I said there might be things might be more valuable on the surface? I think this is one of those things.
Hey,
look,
We need. Well,
I wouldn't know how common or uncommon this thing is. Like,
I mean, it's a skull like made of glass, so.
well, it's a skull
No,
in
no,
glass.
inside glass, and it makes it so slime creatures grow to a humongous size. So
What, really?
yeah,
Oh wow,
it gave us quite a trouble.
that's quirky. I love it. I'm sure someone would want to buy it here. There's kind of you may have noticed it's called Skullport. Skulls are kind of a bit of a hit at the moment, and probably
ha-
forever.
I did identify in that thing. Wouldn't that also give me what type of magical item it was, like common or uncommon and stuff like that?
This would probably be not uncommon, but the tier down.
So common.
A common item, because it's so specific that it's not really, not really
Yeah.
useful. So it would
let's-
be
let's-
a common item.
So it will be less than 500 gold.
I say try get like 200 for it. 200
Nix
sounds
has
pretty reasonable.
no magic knowledge.
250
so-
sounds like an interesting price.
I say we should at least get this appraised first. You never know. It could be a valuable relic.
I don't think so.
I don't even know where you got this thing. It's the first time I'm seeing it, and I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool looking, but I mean, you said it's for making very specific things huge.
Yeah,
But
my
yeah,
thing was-
I can't see that being super useful for like anyone.
for some reason in my head, just imagining it kind of looks like a college art project.
A little bit, yeah.
hmm It's a mad wizard's first magical item. We could get 200 gold, 200 to
But
50.
ask for like 600 Electrum pieces.
Shay,
Just
I
got
will
rid of
remove you
600.
from this game.
How those 250 gold pieces work? Sound for you?
225.
I'll take 225.
Okay. She kind of happily grabs it. She actually like places it on the table, leaves, comes back with what appears to be very clearly probably used to hold like a crystal ball or something in it. Opens it up. It's like a red velvet thing, and she places the skull on it, and it looks really cool on display. And she slides you 20 platinum pieces and then 25 gold pieces.
Oh god, what divided? Okay, hold on.
Well, we weren't part of that adventure, so I wouldn't feel right taking any of the money from that one.
You sure about that? Well, our money is your money at this point, but yeah.
If there's any left over, remember we do have group money, so if you
You have
want
a
to
pool,
left
yeah.
over- yeah.
It was
Oh,
20,
yeah.
20 platinum, you said?
Yeah, so 20 platinum because 200 gold. So 20 platinum
So,
and then
so
25 gold.
Thaddeus, Nix, and Lionel take 5 platinum each,
Oh boy.
and put the extra 5 platinum in the group money.
Okay.
I have never had platinum in a game. This is cool.
It's so shiny, isn't it? He's gonna like shine around. Ooh.
So
Yeah.
much more weight efficient.
Yeah, it is.
And it was 25 gold pieces, correct?
Yeah, 25 gold pieces. She figured since there were 5 of you, that might be how you would want to.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's for the goal, let's make just 5 for each for all of us.
Sure, I'll take the gold.
I'm slowly saving up for that impossible purchase.
You gonna buy a
It'll
white
come in
dragon
handy
mask?
one day.
No, I just want to get full plate, but it's a gazillion gold.
I'm more than willing to help you buy that.
Let's see, do we have anything else like we can sell here? They don't buy books. They don't buy perishables.
They might have like a saddlebags.
Oh
That's-
yeah, what do you sell?
Oh, I sell basically general goods, non-perishable goods. I basically sell what I buy.
Hmm.
But I'm not guaranteed to have anything you're looking for. The things kind of come and go.
Yeah. What about saddlebags?
Roll a D100.
Okay.
You got this.
That's a 51.
Let me see here. Oop. Sorry, I'm trying to find my Skullport information again.
Don't worry.
She kind of begins to dig around, and like kind of move things around. She goes, "No, unfortunately, I don't have that."
Don't worry. Would you happen to know anyone who can sell it?
I would usually recommend the Seas chest, but I've heard that Tor got eaten recently, so
I'm sorry.
Eaten?
Yeah.
Beg your pardon?
Yeah, by the murderer, the mind flare murderer.
That's what to it.
Ah, that murderer, of course.
How long has that been going on?
Well, I think he died about a week ago. And the murderer is still at large. So, about a week.
Is there like anyone taking care of that? The authorities? Is there any authority here?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm reading here. Fuck. The Flame Skulls don't really do much of investigating. They mostly just deal with, kind of just do their own thing.
I would imagine so long as the Mind Flare is keeping its nose out of business of the Xanathars Guild, there wouldn't be much of an investigation or push to stop it.
Yeah, and Xanathar's guild has very little interest in the affairs of the common people of Skullport. So, not that I mean, I never heard that from me. I just, Xanathar is The guild is great. They're so good. They don't kill us. It's awesome. I just wish they maybe could do a little bit more, but that's all I'm saying.
Of course.
She kind of looks around nervously.
No, they are doing a great job. You all agree with that, right? Right.
I mean, I haven't really heard of him, but I'm sure he's great.
Bertrand's going to be very visibly upset at that, but kind of keep him quiet.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anything else I can help you find, or you want to sell anything else?
Anyone else have any questions?
I think we're good for now.
Okay. Well, thank you
Very
so
well.
much for coming into Thimblewine's pawn shop. I hope you return in the future.
Thank you, Crystalline. I think.
Yes,
What was her name?
Crystalline. That is my name. Yes.
Well, thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Well, we are slowly losing weight. My dream.
Every time we leave a shop, it just like suddenly gets super depressing.
Yeah.
It's just all the color palette just dulls.
That music
Right
makes the
then.
most sense for Thimble, like for Crystalline, because she is described as a cheery rock gnome. So,
Aw.
yeah.
Oh boy. All right.
Nix
then,
misses
so,
her already.
All right. So one more stop, and then we should be going to the surface. Yeah.
Could go to the surface.
Did you
Or
wish
we-
to investigate this foundry or not?
Yeah, we can sell that copper. They said the owner is kind of mean, but
We
Let's
can
see
just
how-
send a few people in. Our more intimidating ones could maybe go in.
or the most persuasive ones.
Yeah, I think that kind of falls within the same group.
I will guide you, though the path might be somewhat long.
Let's go to the foundry.
Okay. You guys make your way. This is in the far, far north eastern corner of Skullport on the second layer, I believe. Yep. It is a ugly stone foundry that stands 4 stories tall. The front
All
doors,
the buildings are ugly.
yeah, they're really not great.
But this
Um,
one, like, especially.
it's really lumpy. It looks like a Minecraft house that got like melted slightly, like a stone tower in Minecraft that got melted. And there are 2 like metal doors that kind of are latched. There's no signage to indicate that this is a business. But given that there's like smoke and like vents coming out of this, you get the sense that this is the foundry.
Who has the highest charisma? I think Thaddeus. Safe to assume.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely not Nix.
Because
Yeah,
Lionel
Lionel,
has-
Lionel.
Because Purple Dragon Knight, Bertrand has a +6 to persuasion.
Yeah, I
Oh.
say we send Thaddeus and Bertrand in. Maybe Wisp.
Good to stay outside.
I was gonna say Nix is definitely gonna stay with our mule, our wonderful,
No,
wonderful.
Wisp needs to like
mule.
pull the cute cat eyes so they can give us an advantage.
Well, I guess Nix can watch from the background and like insight people, but she's definitely not gonna be very good for intimidation. I can tell you that now.
It's your turn, guys. You go in there and get us some money for this copper.
Right, of course. Come now, my friend. Let's give this a shot.
Of course,
Okay.
I will do my best.
All right, you guys rasp your knuckles on the iron wrought door, and you hear kind of the sounds of bellows and steam, and the door swings open loudly, and you see a Duragar wearing like a bandana and is like sweating profusely, wearing an apron covered in soot and smudges, and he goes, "What do you want?" In Undercommon.
What is he saying? He's gonna turn it over to Bertrand.
Bertrand will try to speak Dwarven towards him.
Okay. He
Uh,
does seem to acknowledge that as you say it.
My apologies, my Undercommon's still a bit undeveloped. We have some copper ore that we wish to sell if you are willing to purchase.
The finest of quality. Be sure to mention it's the finest of quality.
It is like with a kind of weird brow halfway looking between Thaddeus and this person. It is the finest quality.
Dice is gonna nod and thumbs up.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, nice.
It's nice.
Persuasion.
Sounds like a gun.
With advantage,
Oh!
23 total.
Ooh.
The Durgar kind of looks and then kind of leans over and notices the rest of your entourage and the cart that does have a lot of copper ore on it. And he kind of goes, I'll speak with the boss. And then closes the door. About 10 minutes passes and you hear heavy footfalls. And the door swings open. And you see a sizably beefier and much more shredded Durgar with a smoky black beard that kind of peppers into gray with all manner of brandings on them. He's got kind of a wicked glance and these piercing white eyes. And notably at his side, you see he has like a belt, like this sort of metal spiked belt with a dagger at his side that has an eyeball. Like, not the Xanathar's eyeball, but just an eyeball on the hilt, like the sheath of the blade. And
But to be clear, carved, not a dangling severed eyeball.
No, it's like carved
Okay.
into like the metal sheath of the blade. It's a very nice piece.
Okay, yeah, one is nice, one's unhinged. I had to know what was going
Yeah, no, it's not unhinged. It's just a very, very nice blade. And he kind of turns, he goes, you said you got copper for sale? Eh?
What language is this in?
Common.
Oh, okay. You'll let that easy.
Plenty of it and of the highest quality, if you'll see so yourself.
I'll see to it myself. Bring it here.
Of course. And he's gonna like go like ding-ding-ding, like bring up a few copper things. Ding-ding-ding.
I think it was before we
Right.
started doing it. Did I say where you guys found this?
Yes.
You guys...
7B,
floor B.
floor. Yeah.
7? Sorry.
7B, floor B.
Floor
Floor
B?
B. Floor
Said
2.
Floor B?
Floor
Floor
2.
6
I look-
easy steps.
Who said floor B?
7B.
You said floor B.
Why is it said floor B?
Who's
Look,
on
okay.
first?
I probably
Okay, I'll
edited
mix it
this
up.
cart. I probably wrote floor B because I heard 7B. It's floor 2, probably.
Floor 2, bro. 7B.
How many? You have 3?
We have 5
You have 5. Okay.
Yeah, we dropped a bunch.
to make space.
Yeah. I
Wait,
think we had
5
some
total?
larger.
Yeah.
We have 5 total because we had some larger copper ore earlier, but it was heavier. It was like 20 pounds each, and we ended up dropping that because it was too heavy.
they were barrels full of copper ore specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You got 3 of those, and then you got additional chunks, right?
We have.
We dropped the big ones, so we only have the smaller, the 10-pound, like copper ore pieces now.
Okay, because that's not what's on 7B. 7B is the barrel of copper ore, so the big ones.
Then
I
there
think
is
out of the-
floor 3.
Because I think, did we just take out of the barrels? Like, did we remove the copper ore out of the barrel?
I can't help you here.
I'm pretty sure we like try to get as much as we can carry. Like I highly doubt we took a whole entire barrel, but we like took probably like maybe half of it, I think.
I'm just gonna see if there's any other places where you guys could have happened upon.
Yeah.
Because that area had a lot of copper stuff. Give me a quick second. Talk amongst yourself.
All we know is that we have 5 copper ore of 10 pounds each from from 7B.
And no other ore of any kind?
No.
I had to ask.
Actually, like a little bit while they're outside getting the ore, like that is gonna say, really, we only have 5? I thought we had more.
We
mean,
remembered all the weight we had to take care of.
Well, yes, these are pretty heavy already, and
Let's
Ooh.
see.
This does give me a genius idea. What if I can leverage the location of the rest of the copper ore to get a huge bonus to the ones we already have?
I don't think that's gonna work. They don't. They will
I
not be
can't
willing to
find
go to
anything
get them.
else. I'm gonna give you guys 1 barrel.
How much does a barrel weigh? Because if it weighs about 50 pounds, it would probably be about equivalent.
Yeah, I'd say about there.
Still,
That's
though, it could be
weird.
pretty valuable information. Just
He
to
kind of
avoid a few
looks.
extra
He's
gold
kind of
pieces.
looking through the ore, kind of like going through it. It's a smaller barrel, but it's a 50-pound barrel. He kind of looks at it and he kind of strokes a hand through his beard and goes, "It'll have to be worked."
I'll give you
No doubt
40.
by your very...
I'll give you 40 gold for the lot.
What if we bumped up to 50 if I tell you a valuable piece of information where to find more?
Give me the information first, and I'll tell you it's worth.
Okay, so... We actually found this in the dungeon. You know, the one over by... You know, the one right next door.
If you want, Lionel could probably conjure Nyx's map and actually point to the exact locations.
Yeah, that's easy. That's easier.
Just.
Right. Yes, of course. Just give me a second to contact my friends. Nyx.
Come in.
Alright, and you show him. He blinks twice, looks back up, and he goes, yeah, as I was saying, 40 gold.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit about getting it.
But there's barrels upon barrels of copper there. It could be...
Yeah, but we only brought one.
Very well. I suppose something's better than nothing. You have a deal.
He kind of takes the barrel and just puts it on his shoulders in like a very swift motion and goes, here's your money, and he hands you off 40 gold.
Ah, excellent. Good day, sir, and good luck with the material.
He kind of takes 2 steps and stops and turns, and he says, if I find out that you fleeced me, I'll be putting your body in the forge with it. And he steps back into the forgery and closes the door.
Noted.
He seemed nice.
What a lovely fellow. Well,
God,
let's
I
let
hope-
him do his work. Let us do his work. Let's
I
get
hope
going.
that
Let's
was
do it.
good door.
That was a very common farewell here in Scotland.
Thaddeus, what did you tell him?
Well, I mean, just told him it was high quality and that we knew a place.
How
to
do you
get
know
more
if it's high
legally.
quality?
Well, I mean, it seemed like quality enough.
We found it in a trash dungeon.
Hey, listen,
I mean,
that wasn't
he
necessarily the trash.
inspected it
He was,
and he named the price. You didn't haggle, so it was his price to make.
You
Oh,
probably
yeah, see, it
shouldn't
was
have this
quality.
conversation outside their door. Just
Grant.
say.
Yes, just
yes,
there.
yes,
Just...
of course, let's get going.
Yeah. Let's keep on going. Okay, 10 gold pieces for Thaddeus, 10 for Lionel, thanks for Nyx, and the other 10.
For the mule.
I was going to say 5 for each of you, just to keep track of it.
I will take it.
Sure.
It did help us to bring it here.
So the mule.
Yes, the mule was.
It's your mule,
Don't
isn't it?
worry. I'm gonna be spending more money on feed because I've only got like a couple of bags left.
Bertram would never dare claim to ownership of this mule.
I thought it was your mule.
No, they're a party member. Get it right.
So we don't need to deal with the 50 pounds, I know, 10 pounds of it. 50?
Did you want to try and sell everything else above ground?
Well, it would be there's no library down here, is there, Bertold?
No.
Looking at over the large list of names we saw, I don't think above game is there anything we
Excuse me.
sell. That would be like a
So-
library.
Before we go to the surface, is there any store here that catches anyone's attention?
Not in game. Above game, I
Perception check.
desperately want to know what Feathered Rat is.
I was gonna say perception check. What place looks like there's something interesting going on? Yeah.
From your position coming out of the foundry, what's the closest thing?
I feel like the further around might be just a bar.
There is a fortress here actually nearby.
Fortress.
Yeah, it's like a small fortress. It's not a huge.
Is it for
one.
sale?
It is not for sale.
Okay.
How much in Electrum for it?
It's like a mansion, kind of. It stands out though as kind of creepy and haunted.
Okay.
Maybe another day.
Yeah. Let's go to
Maybe
the surface.
maybe when we
So-
come back.
Sell those books. Tell Bolo the information we got. Get our money. Maybe if we get enough money, make some purchases upstairs. Get those saddlebags.
I mean, we're gonna come back here anyways, so if we
Yeah.
don't sell whatever we don't sell up top, we can just try and sell.
Yeah. Right now, the good thing is emptying our pockets a little bit. We lost a lot of weight just now.
Fair enough.
I don't know.
Would
Nick
Bert-
gained it back in like the gold and everything she got back.
suffering
7
from
minutes?
success. Would Bertrand know the path to get towards the docks where you could purchase a ferry past Skull Island?
Yeah,
there?
it's kind of out the way. Weirdly enough, this is a very intrinsic part of Skullport, and even I knew it before reading this. They
Oh.
don't have it listed in the book, and it's very weird. And that was what made me kind of look more into it. So I'm gonna homebrew this, which is I will declare as a homebrew that there is a dock because it's Skullport. It should have a fucking dock.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Port for imaginary boats.
Right?
And if they don't, it's not really a port now, is it?
So we can get a ferry to the surface?
You could, yes.
How much
I'm gonna allow for that. A ferry to, especially to Waterdeep, will be 10 gold per person.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. And we're going to be getting paid once we get back up there anyways, right? And
Except-
Bertrand, is Bertrand going to stay behind or...
Well, you
how
guys are
we
coming
finding
back to
that?
Skullport. That would be a good point to have both Bertrand stay behind.
Okay.
Do we want to end this session for him this soon?
Do you want to save 10 gold that bad?
I wanted to know what the plan was.
No, like-
when we talked about it earlier, it was kind of
So,
like up in
yeah.
the air on how we end the session,
That's
right?
fair.
So-
I'm
here's the thing,
gonna trust in the process. Monty's
if
got a
we-
plan. Let's
we
just
take
go
the-
up top.
Here's the thing: if we take the ferry right now, you are left behind, and we are like, that's it for you, and I don't like that.
That's fine. Bertrand will go with you then. That's fine.
Yeah, okay. Come with us to the surface. We'll get our reward for finishing our throne mission. Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Guys, it's going to cost us also 10 gold to get back here.
Just
Well,
in the
but then
gold
we'd
to go
be-
down the hole in the pole.
Go through the dungeon again.
I mean, that's how I came.
New game plus.
Well, this time you'll be prepared.
We have
10
maps
gold pieces.
this time.
10 gold pieces for the ferry for each person, right?
Yep.
Oh god, it's so much money.
That is what's the cost for the mule?
We just got that
Mule's
money
free.
from. We just
Oh,
got
sick.
that money from the copper.
This ferry ride costs what? 4 books?
God.
More like 2 books. All right, you guys get aboard a ship. It's a creepy vessel, but the sailors seem to be pretty easygoing. It's not a large ship by any means. It is clearly a transport ship, not a, transport for individuals, not so much transport for goods. You are not the only people aboard this ship, as you see various other individuals, cutthroats and roguish types kind of aboard. You see some smugglers as well, quote-unquote smugglers, also loading in what appears to be just giant crates of jingling glass bottles of some manner.
The undesirables.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to treat this like a video game, you guys. Like, the map shows up and you do little dots over into Waterdeep
Yay!
Port.
Final Fantasy.
Yay.
We're going to Final Fantasy this a little bit.
I imagine everyone on the ferry that's not part of our group is just kind of like shifting their eyes left to right.
Yeah, basically.
Constantly.
People are kind of on guard a little bit.
Even the
Pretty
guy with
much.
the eye patch still shifting his eyes.
Yep. All right.
They have a dog. The dog is also shifting eyes.
They have a dog of armor. It's also shifting its eyes.
The beholder.
The beholder shifts his. Wait a second.
Oh, shit.
That's not supposed to be there.
What?
I'm just grabbing some new ambience because now we are in Waterdeep. We're back in the big city, everybody.
Oh, sunlight.
Yeah,
Oh, beautiful,
there-
beautiful sunlight.
You guys see natural light.
Oh god.
It burns. It
Vitamin
burns.
Oh,
D
look.
deficient right about now, you know.
Oh my
the
god,
sunlight makes
vitamin
me
D.
so-
Oh.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna take a very short break here just to grab something to eat
Oh.
really fast because
Yeah.
I haven't eaten yet. If you guys
Don't
want to talk
worry.
about where you would like to go and what you would like to look into, please let me know.
Yeah. So
Please,
right now,
1 second
for
too.
us-
So
is to go notify Bolo of our founding, right?
Yeah, and get paid.
But, you know, the worst fucking thing is like I'm very excited, but boy, playing D&D, I know Bolo has a terrible reputation when it comes to rewards.
Really? You don't say.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, here we go. We're gonna get paid. We need to go to please sell those books to a bookstore. I guess I would be interested in that.
How would Wisp feel about being topside finally?
Oh yeah. Wait, is Wisp not from the surface?
Oh no, I'm sure he is. Just Bertrand's gonna cry no matter what. I'm curious what Wisp is feeling.
You probably have the zoomies or something.
I'm getting a drink. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
My bad.
He's
My
getting.
bad.
Oh no! No! Don't drink the water. Don't drink the seawater. Wisp, no.
Especially from Skullport.
Oh. bleh. It's just there are so many bodies in the water.
90% or no 80% seawater, 10% question mark, and 10% pee.
A question
There's so
mark is
many bodies
blue.
in there. Oh, good old Waterdeep. Where
Yeah,
the
this
crime
session's
is-
definitely like the, in between missions and selling and
Mhm.
buying situation.
Did you guys start here?
Mm-hmm.
Sort of. We were in like the tavern
bar.
before we jumped into the well.
Yeah.
Before we started playing, everybody sat down and decided what they wanted to buy and sell. And then we started the session in the Yawning Portal.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
The good old work in progress was planning to go down Under Mountain.
Okay, and Wisp isn't super thrilled about being on the surface actually because it's too sunny and I like the cold.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if he was gonna immediately sunbathe.
No, not a fan.
Oh, that's like
Fur. I have very thick fur.
True.
I cannot wait to take a proper shower. You have no idea.
Yeah, you didn't get to come up with us the first time and actually take a
Yes.
bath.
I am in the first conditions right now. Prestidigitation can only do so much.
And I can't wait for a proper bed for once.
I feel like I need a vacation after all that.
I suppose we are due for one.
A nice little day-long vacation before we dive back down in there.
A day? Give me 2 at least. We spent down there, what, 2 weeks? Maybe more?
We have no
We've
semblance
only
of
been down
time.
there for 2 weeks.
We have no idea.
We have no clue. Hold on. We went down. One.
We've taken how many long rest, guys? We've taken what, like
Oh god. This is...
4,
I feel like this is
5,
a math question.
7, 8,
We
9.
took X many.
I'm pretty sure me and Bert have been down there for over a month.
Hey,
Yeah,
Bert's
no.
been down there most of his life.
I think we've
We've
been there
taken
for
X many long rests over the course of X many days. How long have you been down in the Dungeon of the Mad Mage?
Yeah, I think we have been down there for like 2
And how much do you stink?
almost a full month. I used
We
to
don't really think that much. We have soap, remember?
yeah, but the
soap
water
helps
is the
cover it
issue.
up. Hey, while we're on the surface, we can pick up more soap, We might have been running low.
Body spray.
It has come in handy plenty of times before.
What I want is sometimes so I can transfer some of the spells in this book into my spell book. I technically have some of the money right now. I just need the components for it, which I'm gonna assume in Waterdeep will be easier to find.
Okay. And what else do we have potentially to sell?
We have some books. Let's see. We have the Red Dragon Tooth that Lionel picked up.
Yeah.
We have the books. And
I don't know if
think
I want
that's-
to sell that. I want to turn that into a wand or something. That would look, or necklace.
The tooth?
Yeah. I don't know how
And then-
valuable a red dragon's tooth would be.
It would probably be pretty valuable.
Yeah, and then it would come down to individual stuff, like what we're individually holding, because I don't think we have too much else on the cart. Because like
That's
we have one water skin on there, we have a barrel of water, I believe, an iron pot, or we have 38 rations on our cart.
Right.
Eat them all.
Lionel has a conjured pipe right now. It's not functional, but he likes to bite on it.
I was thinking of telling you guys, you might not need that barrel of water anymore, because I can just create water for us, so we don't have to lug around such a heavy thing.
Do you need
You know
anything
what?
to make it?
What was that?
Do you need anything to make it?
Any reagents?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. I'm looking at it. Make up to 10 gallons of water, doesn't say it has any components.
Awesome.
Alright, very helpful.
So yeah, we could probably actually like sell some of our rations too. Like maybe their restaurant down in Skullport would like some more
We
variety.
over prepare with the rash.
We
I'm gonna-
stole that.
I'm gonna
from,
I'm gonna
like, Shun.
curb your plan here. I don't think they're gonna buy rations. It's like dried
we're-
meat
no.
and stuff.
We're gonna find like
Okay.
a really hipster cafe in Waterdeep and be like, this is
I don't-
deconstructed
As Lionel,
3-course meal.
God, I could tell you're from LA. Jesus.
as Lionel is playing with he's playing with his pipe. And like Nick mentions cleaning our inventory for space. He's like, hold on. And he just from his bag, from one of his pockets, he pulls out a dead rat. Like goes, why do you still have this? He just drops it
Yeah, you just poop in the water.
off the ferry. Why do I still have this?
You know, shake off the fleas before we head back onto shore. And
Drake and King, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub for 2 months. Thank you so much, LA Culture Man. Yeah. All right, so you guys have arrived in Waterdeep.
Yeah.
The massive stone statues that currently place themselves kind of peeking over the horizon, the large buildings of various homes and domiciles and businesses.
I vote we go to a bathhouse before we go to turn in our mission. So
That sounds like an incredible idea.
we don't like appear to completely stink up the place.
Yeah, when you guys
Like,
like get out and are like walking around the dock, you realize just how filthy you are.
Oh, now that everything's in the sunlight, people are looking at us.
Yeah, it's, you know, the gelatinous cube, blood, you know, all the myriad
Various
of other things. Nyx was
Nick
covered.
rolls a stealth check.
Now hold on.
That
Is our
like-
is our stink advanced enough that we give disadvantage in melee?
I will say you get disadvantage on charisma checks because you smell.
Fuck. All right.
Uh-oh. Daddy's like... Daddy's gonna look at himself in the mirror once he's up on the surface, like, ah! He's gonna like immediately put as much filth off of him.
You
as
know
fast
how
as
like
possible.
buildings in New York get like the grime, like they're like a shade darker from just the
Yeah.
grossness? That's you guys right now.
That is. You
Oh,
can
get
only
it
do
off,
so
get it
much.
off.
You can only do so much with precipitation. We need to go to a bathhouse.
Oh yes, I know, but I am trying as hard as I possibly can. This is not a proper look for me. Ugh, he's gonna do it again.
All right. Would you guys like to go to a cheap, medium, or very fancy bathhouse?
I say medium.
Medium.
Okay.
Medium.
The medium bathhouse will cost each of you 5 silver pieces, so pretty reasonable.
I'm gonna
Literally
be
no-
stingy and go to a fancy place.
Okay.
Or
The-
like stingy for myself. Stingy for myself.
What?
Like,
What?
like I know you guys are wanting to save money, but I'm gonna be like, no, I have to be nice.
But that's a stingy.
I guess I didn't explain it very well for myself.
The opposite of
Yeah.
stingy.
Yeah.
Not stingy.
You're gonna go
Yeah.
extra with it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, you actually know a place that's like more high quality?
Yeah. Do you want to come?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
We
use
can
myself
meet
by
them back
recognizing
over at
randoms.
the yawning portal here in like.
We can meet the
maybe 2
peasants.
hours.
Yeah, the peasants
Yes,
is
of
the other portal.
course.
All right, you take Thaddeus to Reservoir, the bathhouse Reservoir. The rest of you guys go to, I don't know, Dave's bathhouse and soap emporium.
Yes, that's
Count
very
that.
nice.
Oh come on, it's a medium place.
We got the
Still
keys
good.
in our eyes and are in a mud bath. It's just sipping martinis.
Oh, what's
Listen,
the
Ah,
difference?
yes.
the cheap one
This
is just
the
is
life.
the cheap one is just bath, but the H at the end is like slightly like swinging because it hasn't been nailed properly.
Oh, we're not
Big
going
one's
there.
just a hole.
Yeah, it's just a
The
hole with
medium one
water.
is fine.
Yeah,
The
the
only
middle
difference
one.
between the medium one and the expensive one is the space, and they charge you 5 gold for a soda.
It is 2 gold for reservoir. That it comes with a full facial, body, and spa treatment, as well as access to private baths. Whereas the middle one is a public bath. So it's just basically go in there, shower, bathe, and then come out. And you don't even want to know what bath has, which is its name. I'm just calling it bath now.
Oh, yes.
Bath question mark.
Yeah.
This is the life. And
Like-
that's the choice, my friend.
Wisp, you get like a full conditioner treatment for like everything. And like when you guys go into like the bathtub, the attendants like have to empty the tub like a couple times because of just how much dirt and gore and everything is on you.
Gonna be like,
A toe floats out of nowhere.
I must say, you have impeccable taste.
I do like to look nice when I'm not on the job.
I just
A
imagine
good
Wisp.
mentality to have. just like the
Thaddeus,
look
you were no
normal
longer
next time.
exhausted, by the way, after that treatment. So that it cures
Hey.
your exhaustion.
Hooray!
I just imagine
Hell
Wisp
yeah.
when he gets dried up to just
Yeah.
just a sphere.
Thaddeus
You
get his,
guys
get
look
his
real
tusks
good.
waxed.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
As Thaddeus gets his tusks worked on.
Oh, yeah, they're
yes,
like
absolutely.
shined with cloth, like how they shine like like shoes, just with the cloth and its teeth.
Ah, I miss this feeling. I need to treat myself more often.
And how much was it for us, sorry?
2 gold each. For those of you guys who had the 5 silver experience, it's a nice bathhouse. It's like a tiled bathhouse with like mosaic tile art. It is a shared bathhouse, so there are other individuals of middle to high class there as well, currently
I've seen worse.
bathing. Yeah, currently separated out by gender. You each kind of find your space and enjoy a very nice bath. You really have to kind of like shower down first before getting in because you guys are filthy.
Yeah.
It's like you ever be in the mud and then like you shower and you just see the lines being carved like in the dirt
Mhm.
from the water. It's like that, but like a lot. Like
Yeah.
your hair, Lionel, which is usually like kind of a silvery gray, it was like getting like black. Like it was like it was real gross.
Oh,
Nyx,
is that an eyeball? What
your
is it doing there?
your curly hair is kind of deflated over time and falling into traps and things like that. And what you all begin to notice, all of you, is the scars that you've gained from this venture. You've had scars from previous adventures, but I mean, Nyx, you got gored in a trap, and Lionel, actually, you were pretty okay. But all of you have suffered some damage one way or another, but have repaired it, and you are all clean. Your clothes are also cleaned as well as part of the service, and yeah, you guys are good to go.
Am I confusing this with a different campaign? I could have sworn I was almost eaten at some point. I think I'm confusing it.
Meanwhile, when Thaddeus and Wisp meet up at the party, they look like this. Good day to you, gentlemen and gentle lady.
Yeah, we just both got top hats and
Oh my
canes
god, that
and
picture.
monocles.
Yeah.
Ooh,
On this
ah.
picture, I can feel it.
Oh,
Just add
great.
cat ears onto one of them, and then that would be
I-
perfect.
I want to put them in a locker so badly.
Oh.
Monty, I hate to do this to you, but I'm gonna
Mhm.
have to because we have to offload this. Instead of 5 silver, Bertrand is gonna play with 1 electrum.
Okay.
We have to get rid of it, Monty.
I know. Just god damn it, man.
Oh, I love Electrum so much.
He doesn't even go back down to Scope where he gets lost in whatever the bath is for 2 days.
Just drowns.
It's its own little adventure.
Did we also
Comes a water elemental.
was the service also available for our clothes to
Yeah,
wash
yeah,
our
I
clothes?
mentioned
Yeah.
that they wash their clothes too as well.
Cool.
I'm assuming you guys also stable your mule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the
Yeah.
mule joins us in the bath.
Has a
No,
is-
stabler.
has a
We'll stable her, get
margarita.
her-
Yeah, you stable her. You
pocket. Is there anything on the cart you need to take, or are you okay with leaving it behind because you do want to sell things? You could always go back and grab your mule later. Honestly, I'll just make that easy. You guys
Yeah.
stable the mule. It costs again like 3 silver, and then you
Bert will pay for
recollect
it.
the mule.
Bert will also pay to get her new horseshoes or mule shoes, whatever.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
her groom.
Choose.
I'll say drop another electrum piece and that covers it. They also like brush her out and give her a little bit of a wash as well.
Oh, nice. Man, Electrum is so useful, you guys.
Oh my god, shut up. You guys, yeah, your mule is cleaned up. She's also, you realize, not gray. She's kind of brown. And that's the first time you Wisp and you Bertrand realize this, is that she's actually, she's a completely different color.
Even more majestic.
They they condition the mane, and yes, she gets new horseshoes. Her hooves are really overgrown. And yeah, they clean them up, make them real nice, and she's got brand new horseshoes. They even like put like the lacquer on like the hooves when they finish ferrying the hooves, so it's like her hooves are all shiny. She looks very pretty.
If you will allow, Bertrand will also braid her mane.
Yes, absolutely. It's kind of hard because she's a mule, and their
Right.
hair isn't as long and flowy as a horse. You can get like a little like spit of a braid in.
He will still do.
All right, you guys are bathed, you look clean, you smell nice, and no one's staring at you anymore.
Hooray. Oh,
Yes.
I just want to lay on the floor for a second, but no. Not right now.
Now
We
we're
can
in the
head
proper
off
shape to turn
now.
on our reward.
Yeah, I guess so.
We're all supposed to meet up at. Are we all together? Or are we supposed to meet up at the yawning
Hey.
portal?
Either
Another
way.
unit.
Yeah, you guys meet up in front of the yawning portal. Brings back memories. You know, the first day you went through the doors of this place. But here you are at the yawning portal.
Immediately. Oh, when they walk in, are the Dragonborn and the other guy there?
They are not. It is a little too early in the day.
Damn.
We'll have to come back later.
Yes, of course. I have a bet that goes unclaimed. But speaking of unclaimed, let's go meet Bolo, shall we?
We shall follow you.
Alrighty, you guys
Right.
make your way into the raucous and loud yawning portal. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Despite being in the middle of the day, it is still rather busy. Food is being served, and other individuals are kind of making their business. You see, Durnan, the barkeep, currently sliding some glasses down to these two dwarven individuals, two warriors, who are just kind of laughing, and they're like, and then it flew out of the air and almost killed you, and he just kind of laughs. And there's a general raucous attitude at the moment.
Just gonna approach should we say, do we spot Volo anywhere?
You do. You currently see him signing a book for what looks to be a half-elven fan who's, like, very excited. He hands it and goes, there you go. Make sure to read it all the way from page to page. It'll save your life. The person goes, thank you so much, and then leaves, and Volo takes a drink of his drink and goes back to kind of writing and scribbling in a journal.
He's going to, like, slam the table a little bit, just... Hey!
Well, look who's not dead! It's been quite a while.
Yeah, almost a month. Yes.
Wow,
Not
yeah.
only are we not
Well,
dead, we're
more like a
doing
few
pretty great,
weeks,
as you
but,
can see.
But almost.
you look pretty good for being in the Undermountain for so long.
Well,
We're
we
just,
just came-
handling it that well.
I just came back and decided to take, a good little rest before coming here.
Ha! I'm sure everyone appreciates it. So, you coming with good news?
Excellent news, actually. And Lionel is going to motion Nyx.
Nyx is gonna walk her map down. She's gonna have all the different floor levels and be like, this right here is what you are looking for. And she's gonna circle the stone block that's in the little stone carver's room.
It's in the store carvings hall of the old Dorban ruins. Sadly,
And
it's past a what is it called? Dark Elves fortress.
What was that? I was about to say?
Oh, but fortunately for you, we did take care of the strange creature guarding the throne. So, that'll make things a little bit easier for you.
And you found
It's
it?
also connected to, like, the river where you come in through past Skullport, so it's actually not too far of a distance.
Well, my elven friends will be happy to hear it. I'll let them know right away, and hopefully you'll be staying here, of course, right? You'll be staying at the awning portal for the night?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were thinking of at least taking like what, 2 or 3 days maybe, so to have a little break.
Yes, we are in need of a vacation desperately.
If
By
we
the
were
way-
down there for a while.
Wisp has just left her party, and he is like in the corner playing a lyre. Like, and I've also cast enhance ability on myself just so that I'd be better at it.
You got it.
I have missed like the jovial, like party atmosphere, and I just couldn't resist playing, so I had to just go play.
Volo kind of looks over the map and notes it down in his own notebook. And he's like, it's nice to see that something has survived the destruction of Aelin Theladar.
I think this was taken by the dwarves for them.
It was, but not in the way you think. It was taken to be protected during the fall of Ilinfarn. The Melarcan dwarves found the throne and they decided to repair it and intended to return it to the elves, but, well, life happens.
The entire and under mountain is nothing but dwarven ruins. Can assume just everything went downhill.
That's why my elven friends thought it might be there, and you've done nothing but confirm it. So, I'll let them know tonight, and hopefully by tomorrow they'll give you something as thanks.
I would appreciate that.
That
Very
reminds
much
me, Durnan, he kind of looks shifty eyes and goes, actually, let's talk somewhere a bit private, real briefly, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Kind of skirt you
can.
guys off to the corner. Wisp, you're playing, your companions disappear, but the rest of the other three of you kind of look and he goes, Durnan's been troubled by something and wants someone trustworthy. I believe he mentioned it has connections with the Undermountain if you're interested in looking further and deeper into that godforsaken place.
I mean, if we can compensate it for it, we don't mind. We were thinking of going back there at any point. We make some good money out of it, so...
I could also ask around if perhaps anybody else has anybody tasks that you might want to do in going down. If you're going to be around for a while, I can let you know.
Well,
What does
if we're
Durnan-
going back down? If we're going back down there anyway, we might as well like take things off the bucket list. Because there's a lot of shit down there.
What does
I
Durnan-
imagine so.
What is his line?
That's the thing. He's saying there's something weird going on, but he doesn't want to tell people lest they start panicking. That's Durnan for you. That's a man who's not, he's tussled with the best of them, eh? So if he's worried about something, it makes me a little bit worried.
Yeah, wasn't he the first one to come out of the Undermountain?
Don't know. I don't know the man's history, but, he is well-traveled. I'll say that much. He's, he kind of looks over, and you can see Durnan currently, just like his back turned, currently looks like he's like probably checking a barrel. He goes, he's a very unassuming man, but that sword he has above the bar there, he knows how to use it.
For him to be concerned about something, that is a first.
Mm-hmm.
The
discussed it
Yawning
with him?
Portal has rooms, right? It's like an inn.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, we can stay here.
I'll check the prices here. Yeah, he charges... Player's Handbook. He charges the standard fare, so... Just so you guys know how much that is.
If you need some extra time to write down notes to get to the throne, just let us know.
Yeah. He's got it. He copies Nyx's map. Where is it here? Hold on. House of Vehicles. Trade goods.
He must have drawn it out a lot faster than Nyx did, because let me tell you, Nyx took some time on this one.
Yeah. He's pretty quick, though, surprisingly.
It's a little bit rough. But it gets the job done.
Yeah, it's for the inn, it'll be 5 silver pieces. For a modest room, it is
Well,
8.
Electrum.
It is 8 for a comfortable room, and if you want the fancy room, it's 2 gold pieces.
Don't really need fancy.
No,
Yeah.
I'd say modest is probably ideal.
So, wait, did you say 5 or 8?
5 silver pieces.
Or 1 electrum.
Or 1
Oh, one
electrum
electrum.
if you really want to.
I don't know about you, but I'd rather live the life in luxury like I'm used to. I'll take 1 fancy room, please.
I potentially might not have to pay due to my background. If I play a good enough performance as an entertainer.
So go ahead and roll that performance there, bucko.
Hell yeah.
See, I gave myself advantage for a reason.
Is it only for you or for the party?
It's
I
only
think
for
it's
him.
just for me, unless
Yeah.
I do like amazing or something.
You never know.
God, I never see this trait come into place. I am so happy.
Oh, and advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, pretty good either way.
Oh yeah. People love it. They're cheering and clapping and dancing. I imagine you do kind of more bouncier tunes.
Oh yeah, and he would be dancing along as he plays. He's
Oh,
just super into it.
There's like in the middle of like the yawning portal on the ground floor, there's like a little dance party of people kind of like spinning and dancing and line dancing and doing all manner of things. And yeah, your room is free tonight. You get a modest room for free.
Nice.
Hey.
Volo kind of continues and goes, like I said, it might be best to, once things kind of close down a little bit in the morning, maybe give Dernan a little talk to. Tell him I sent you and that you've had some success in the Undermountain.
That is for sure.
There are many in the city of Waterdeep who would be interested in those who have success in the Undermountain.
I'd say we have plenty. We have plenty of merit to be worthy of the job.
This, and he holds up the map to the throat. He goes, "This is proof of that."
Exactly.
I take it a bardic individual like yourself would make good word of it. So, yeah. I can take the job.
Well, I'll leave you to it, and hopefully your visitors will be here. If you come see me, probably tomorrow evening.
Would you be here?
Yeah, I'm always here. People want books signed, and I always want to hear stories.
Speaking of books, would you happen to know where we could sell some? We found some in the Undermountain.
There's the Question and Quill. They tend to buy and sell novels and things and other things like that. Owned by a rather squirrely elven woman.
Squirrely. What did you say the name of the place was?
The Question and Quill.
Question.
Anyway, I got this drink to finish. Have a good night. And he kind of gets up and departs.
Take care, mister. Don't drink too much.
Hmm.
Certain water. Where?
So,
Well-
I take it the rest of us are going to be staying here tonight.
Oh, that's for sure.
Should we bother talking to Dernan tonight or wait until tomorrow?
Bolo did say to leave him be until tomorrow.
Yeah, like morning, early morning when no one's there would probably be best, because generally the nighttime is loud and lively.
Lionel, you are going to stop by that bookstore, like, later, are you?
Yep, not a bad idea to sell those books, get rid of some weight.
Do you mind if I tag along with you? I need to grab some parchment paper.
Sure.
For a very, well, extensive letter.
We'll make our way to the store.
Alright, so.
I am going to book the room already. Just
Yeah,
for
you
later
got
tonight.
it. So right off the appropriate gold,
Yep.
the fancy room is fancy. It also comes with a meal as well for free. And it has beautiful views of Waterdeep. It comes with a large wash basin, but you've already had your bath, so you're fine, including your own private fireplace as well. Complimentary wine and drinks. It is very nice. Bearskin rug,
Those are-
large
Aw.
king size bed with feather down mattresses and thick soft blankets of silk and linen. It's very, very
That is
nice.
fancy.
It just reminds me of home so dearly.
For the rest of you who got the 5 silver piece room, it's nice.
Yep.
It's definitely the nicest room you've been in, especially compared to the Guts and Garter. Holy crap! It is it's a single room with a bedside table, a double bed. Again, not silk, pillowcases and blankets, but it has like a comfortable feather down mattress. The blankets are a very thick, nice wool. And there's like a closet space and a small water basin that you can clean in. It's a much smaller room, but it has enough for you to store your things.
That is pretty nice.
You guys... go
Wisp
ahead.
Knight noticed Bertrand pretty upset, kind of keeping away from the group when they talked to Bolo and being a bit more contemplative at the bar in the Yawning Portal.
I would at some point try and force you to come and join in festivities, whether it be having to get you drunk first to make you join in, like by offering to buy you drinks and everything, but I want you to have a fun time. Like, this is where I can show you the world. Oh,
I
Uh,
can show you.
If Wisp tries to bring him over, Bertrand will kind of give him a smiling acknowledgement, but kind of there's something very obviously weighing on his mind as he kind of looks towards you. I don't mean to be a burden, but there's something plaguing my thoughts that I can't get rid of.
well, here for you. I got pretty big ears.
He smiles. Do you have a moment to sit then?
Sure.
Kind of in between your sets of performing, he'll kind of get another drink and take a sip. The people of Skullport, I recognize, are not nearly as, kind of looks around, as cheery or as warm as the people up here, but I do consider them my people, and with this murderer on the loose, no one will help them. No one will care.
Well, I mean, we're heading back there. If we want to help out your people, I'm totally down. We could do a
Right.
little digging, try find some information.
I do not want to burden you or the rest of our companions with this quest purely off of my emotional sense of honor and duty. I recognize that coin is very important for most people, but I don't know who would be paying any forms of bounty to stop this murdering mind flare.
Well, I would just be happy if I heard one person down there playing a song or spreading some joy, because it felt kind of lacking and was very suppressing. That's why I had to indulge here.
I can recognize and understand that. I do not fault you, but that sense of merriment is somewhat lost on me as this. I cannot escape it. There is a yearning desire to get some form of justice for them, but for the first time in years, I do not have anyone to give advice to, or get advice from. My mother was my closest confidant, and now she has passed. Ever since then, I have felt lost until I met you and our companion of Four Hooves. I don't know what to do.
I believe our new friends would be willing to help you. I can already see they're bonding with us quite well.
I appreciate it.
And if they need some incentive, we can say we found someone who's willing to pay, and then me and you can be those people.
You would be willing to help.
Of course.
Thank you. I know I could rely on you for some sort of advice, but I do not want to burden you with my troubles.
Well, for now, I think you should just enjoy the moment and worry about those problems when we go back down.
I think I will, but before we leave, I think I want to visit the hospice of Saint Laupson. It is a ill-matter temple here in Waterdeep I have heard of.
Would there be a temple of Lyra here?
Ooh, that's a good question, Mega Man. There is, I believe, if it's which god is that? Sorry.
Is...
I'm checking real fast. Lyra, you said?
Yes.
The goddess of joy, or yeah, I'm assuming, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, there would be.
Ooh. Then I mean, I should do the same. I'm always bad about that. I get too
Just
caught up in the festivities and forget to pray sometimes.
please, my friend, enjoy yourself. You deserve it.
We can probably do that before we head to bed or early tomorrow.
Thank you. And he will kind of, physically with his hands release you to do your next set if you wish.
Alright. You play into the night. People applaud and cheer and dance. The rest of you all sleep. You guys are out. You guys are like gone. You sleep comfortably and safely for the first time. And as you rest, the dawn dawns, and the yawning portal remains quiet in the early mornings. About 9 a.m. you guys wake up, sleeping a full 9 hours almost. You enjoy some breakfast,
So comfortable.
and with a few passed out patrons who are very much gone, it is just you and Durnan.
Mr. Durnan,
Approach.
Durnan
Makes-
kind of turns towards you, and he's very quiet. He doesn't usually talk.
both Nix and Lionel just get on the high chairs to the bar.
Hoist ourselves up.
Yeah, he just comes out in like an immaculately a fluffy nightgown. Oh. Hello, fellows. How are you doing?
Durnan kind of turns to you, and for the first time, you hear him speak. This man is always quiet. He never talks. One sec, I just gotta grab his information real fast.
Good old Durnan.
Good old Durnan, yeah. This man is a monster, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Him strong. Nyx and probably Wisp and possibly Bertrand. You've seen this man solo a troll before.
Damn. Have you guys met him before?
Nyx
Hey.
was in
Go
the
ahead.
Waterdeep or campaign, and we started the campaign in the shop. So
I do remember that.
Mm-hmm.
There were a bunch of like sturges as well, or flying things.
Yeah, you fought the Sturges, but he fought the troll by himself.
I know the stories. That's as much as I go.
Yeah. You
Bertrand-
approach him, and he kind of places a cup, and at this point, the counter space looks very clean and very well kept. And he kind of turns towards you all and goes, Volo told me that you would come and visit me in the morning.
Yeah, he seemed to be very concerned about something that is bothering you.
He kind of looks side to side and then looks back. His voice is very smoky and low and deep, kind of emerging from his handlebar mustache. Like, dude's got good facial hair. I wish I had a picture of him because he's got really great facial hair. Hold on, let me see if there is a picture of him.
I think he is in
Is that a class feature he has?
Zach.
Really good facial hair.
That's a feat.
Oh, I do have a handout.
Hey.
There you go. This is what he looks like.
Damn.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
There he
That man
is.
fucked.
Yeah,
strong
Damn.
features.
Stupid sexy Durnan.
that's Durnan.
Don't mess with him. He looks tough.
He kind of
And he
turns
looks-
over and rests an elbow on the table and leans forward and goes, I don't know you very well, but I've heard that you've been carving a path through the Undermountain.
Yeah, we made our way all the way past all the, from the first floor all to Skullport. Help a
There's-
bunch of elves to locate that throne they were looking for.
There's been a bit of a development in Waterdeep since you've been gone for as long as you've been gone. Many people in town, including some of my patrons, have been talking about telepathic intrusions in their minds. At first, most people thought it was a mad rumor, and he begins to pour glasses of ale for each of you for free.
No.
At first, everyone considered it some sort of mad rumor, some sort of strange placebo, self-fulfilled phenomenon. But now, it's spread throughout the city, and there's more traction. And now people are starting to believe that it's more than just a mad rumor.
Are these visions waking or in one slumber?
They say that there's somebody asking them questions in their minds. Asking about Waterdeep, people who live there. The buildings, the sites. Very specific, yet not concerning questions. No one's asking about the masked leaders of Waterdeep or the guard or anything like that. They're asking about their daily lives. They're asking about people who they remember. They're asking about how the roads look on autumn and specific phenomenon like that.
So weirdly specific.
Indeed. Whatever it is, it's using telepathy to do so. And I think I might know what it might be.
Oh, goody.
Sounds like your curiosity more than actively seeking information.
Well, he kind of looks at you very firmly, Lionel. Call it an old man who has a lot of experience. I think.
What do you think it is?
I think it might be an elder brain.
Does any of us know what an elder brain is?
No, please.
Probably not.
I mean, I know what a mind flayer is.
I know what
how
it is
deep-
above game, yeah.
I don't know how far my information about mind flayers goes.
An elder brain is a shared consciousness, a physical embodiment of a shared consciousness of mind flayers. They're dangerous, dangerous creatures.
Oh.
But here's the thing. I don't want people to know about this. Rumors of mind flayers will get people up into a frenzy. So I'd rather like to keep this information to myself and to those who I trust.
How long has this rumor or this event been going on per se?
It's been going on for about a couple weeks now. At first, everyone thought it was just a madness in the water. But as time has gone on, people are becoming more and more aware of it.
Well, it's because when we were in Skullport, we learned about a mind flare murdering individuals for the last couple weeks.
Well, maybe that's a lead of some kind. I wouldn't be able to say for sure. What I'm asking you to do here is I want you to find where this telepathic contact is coming from. I want you to learn its intentions, and if it's hostile, I want you to put a quick end to it.
I figured that was implied, but sounds simple enough.
I'll make sure the deed is never forgotten if you were to do it. But that's all I have to say on the matter for now. And again, do not tell anybody what I've told you.
No one. Not a soul.
He nods.
Would something like that get all the way from the Undermountain to Waterdeep?
I
Might
mean,
be
we did.
connected?
I mean, it's telepathic ability, all the way from down there in the Undermountain.
I mean, I have the capability to contact someone very far away. Not very
Yeah.
often, but I mean, it's not impossible.
There are stories I have heard. Things that are unspeakable to those outside of children's tales. I shudder to believe them to be real, but if an elder brain is in fact at play here, I just can only speculate one's power. You were wise to try and keep the secret from the public.
How are we supposed to do something? Maybe us being in Waterdeep might actually give us some. We might be affected by it now. If we weren't affected in the Under Mountain, then it wasn't there. Then it is.
Like I said,
Actually, it would-
these occurrences are random. They're not picking anyone of particular high status.
Yeah. Even children.
I haven't heard of children, I've heard mostly adults. Residents as well, if most people who aren't from Waterdeep haven't really mentioned anything. But again, it's random. I mean, it's a correlation, but we don't know if it's truth or not.
Do you know of anyone investigating this already?
Again, if they are, they're not saying they are. And probably for the same reason I'm not saying what I'm said to you to anybody else.
It would take the entire scene to panic.
It would.
Makes sense.
So I wouldn't doubt it. But again, call it an old man's intuition and maybe old scars of adventure coming back to remind me of a world long past. But I have a strong feeling about this one.
I feel like we can try to look into it. Any pointer towards the start?
Don't die. And,
Start.
Even-
and keep your wits about you. And I mean that in the most literal of senses.
Oh yes, of course. It shall be
Titan.
done.
Tighten the bandana. My brain.
What say you,
Anyway.
Nyx?
I'm all for helping. Think we can definitely start with finding out what we can while we're in Waterdeep, and if that mind flare really does have something to do with it, we could always look into that and scope for it.
I will admit that will put my mind at ease.
Very well. We'll
Uh,
take the job.
So quick call out. Shine Greybond, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. And Boopbot, thank you so much for raiding with a party of 18. That's such a good name. Right.
I sent you a question in DMs once because I'm not
Oh,
sure if
you
it's a
did.
spoiler.
It's a really good name.
You would not know, unfortunately.
Okay. That's why I messaged
That was
it.
that was
Say it out
probably
loud.
unique to your experience in your game, so unfortunately, yeah.
Very well.
Well,
With that, I have goods to process into patrons' bellies for tonight, so best of luck, you all.
by all means, sir. And you just do like a little raise of the cup or the mug. Drink.
Anybody would like to roll a perception check? Choose one person amongst you.
Oh.
Me, 'cause I'm terrible.
Next.
Do it.
Alright, next, go roll a perception check for me.
20.
As
And
you
that's why I
leave,
choose next.
you're at the last of the line, and while everyone else makes their way out, you do hear Durnan kind of mutter to himself under his breath, go, "Damn it, why do I feel like I've just sent a bunch of people to their goddamn deaths?" He turns away and goes back to cleaning.
Mix just kind of hops off the chair like, okay, have a good day.
He nods quietly.
I trust. I believe in you. No. Oh man, that's
So you guys have received the telepathic spy side quest, if you want to note that down.
writing that down. Telepathics.
Write death next to it.
A telepathic source has been attempting to a telepathic source has been reaching out to residents of Waterdeep for information. Words of these telepathic intrusions has begun to spread throughout the city, gaining traction as more than just a mad rumor. Several Durnan's regular patrons have spoken at length about it, and Durnan believes that the source might be somewhere in the Undermountain. In fact, he thinks a horrific psionic monster called an Elder Brain might be lurking in the dungeon. Durnan urges adventurers to find the source of the telepathic contact, learn its intentions, and put a quick and decisive end to it if those intentions are hostile.
Are we all standing outside the yawning portal now?
You are, yes.
Bertram will look towards the group. If I may ask my companions a question, to each of you.
Yes, of course.
I had noticed that when you had spoken to Volo, there was a agreeance of pay for work. But when you learned of this threat of the Elder Brain, you did not ask for a specific amount of coin. You simply agreed. What are your motivations in this?
Well, I assume, like, the pay would be good, but it's mostly for glory and merits.
Ah,
It is a job.
Or just to help people. You know,
It is a
sometimes
job.
Yes,
that's
that-
important.
Yes, that too, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess.
I believe that.
I smile straight towards you, like, yeah.
If I can tell you honestly, part of it is the coin, which I can assume is going to be given. But for me, at least, is the story. Writing stuff like that. What am I? If I were to stay up here waiting for nothing to happen, am I going to write? Oh yeah, and then this was this person who gave me a mug, and that nothing happened after that. The adventure. Create a story out of it. Sell it.
He's going to place a hand on the shoulder of Wisp as well as Lionel. And then kind of looking up towards Nyx as well as Thaddeus and the mule somewhere nice.
Looking up towards Nyx. I hate to break it to you, Bucko. Nyx is very small.
What if she's on a really tall stool?
He has to crouch to also reach Lionel's shoulder.
Climb up onto like Thaddeus's shoulders to like look up at Nyx, you know.
I believe that we have found you for a reason. And I am thankful you would have us along for your journey.
Of course.
More than happy to have you. You're part of Work in Progress, after all.
Is that a group name?
That is our group name. We kind of.
I forgot about that.
People kept asking, it's like, what's your name? Hey, it's a Work in Progress. Ah, it's a Work in Progress. We never came up with a name, and at that point, we just.
I like it.
When I
Even
was
then, you're an excellent work in progress as well.
when I was trained by my mother to fight the way I do, I was supposed to be a form of bannerman for an army that never materialized. I believe I will have a standard made in our name. But if you would excuse me, I wish to see the Temple of Ilmatter while we are still in a place that has one.
Of course.
Thank you, my friends. I will never forget this.
Lionel just thinking to himself, he's going to all the prayers he needs if we're going up against this thing.
So,
Ooh.
so here's now my question, because it is now 10 o'clock. Would you
Yes.
guys like to do a adventure in Waterdeep? Or would you guys like to, next session, settle your selling and buying and then make your way back to the Undermountain?
I feel like the Undermountain thing's very prevalent to Zan's character. We should probably wait.
Okay.
And I
So-
also feel like if we want to get
Yeah.
information from like people about the telepathic spy side quest, then we'll
We-
probably be on the surface a little bit for that too.
We do need to be careful with that
Yeah.
because we don't want to spread
You
panic.
can't
That's
really
the thing.
ask people because you'll give away that it's a real thing.
Yeah.
That's the downside. So
Yeah.
you've
we
basically
could
got...
play it off like
We
a
could do
curious
some
rumor.
research.
Like we're like, wow, like that's some rumor. Have you experienced it?
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah,
But
we
Then
go
you
to a
get-
Waterdeep rave. We kind of take a bunch of drugs and be like, "Whoa, you hear this shit?"
Oh shit! Get those
Whoa.
shrooms from the Underdark.
Man, this shit's different.
Have you ever
Alright.
consumed some mild liquors?
So I will look into something for that. But in the meantime, you guys head out. You want to sell those books, correct?
Yes.
I would like you to roll a persuasion check for me, please.
Thaddeus, my friend.
Of course. Leave it to me.
cocked.
24.
Okay.
Ooh.
The individual who works at the bookstore is willing to buy the Dwarven history book for 60 gold, actually. Yeah, they're very interested in that one, given the fact that, I mean, Waterdeep is built on top of a Dwarven, Dwarven kingdom. And the other book was...
Monstrosities.
A little less interested in that one. They're willing to offer 30 gold for that one.
That's fine.
They're very stingy. Unfortunately, your persuasion check did not succeed. They rolled really high.
We got 24.
Yeah. I gave them a +4, and they rolled a natural 20, so they basically beat out. So they're willing to charge for a fair price. They're not going to undercharge you, but yeah, you offload those books, and they happily take them.
So you said how much? Did you say 80? 50?
For the Dwarven book, it was 60. And then
16.
for the monster book, it was 30.
30.
Yeah.
So we have 90 gold pieces for all of those.
They would be more expensive, but again, they're not in the greatest of condition. They're very old, but because they're old, they're also kind of valuable in a way. It's kind of a double-edged sword.
So that would be 90 gold pieces.
We'll do buying and selling off stream just to make it easier for everybody. But you guys, I imagine, go about the city, enjoying the sights, taking some time to buy some fresh fruit and vegetables and meals, and just generally be a tourist. And eventually, evening comes, and you know that is the time in which to meet Volo and his patrons.
Yes!
Yes! Finally, time to get paid.
You guys make your way back into the yawning portal, which at this point is... It's kind of that weird in-between between lunch and dinner, where, like, there's, like, kind of people there, but kind of, like, it's before people get off work. And you do see currently Volo laughing. Like, he's, like, laughing with about... How many of them are there? About 7 very, I don't want to say stern-looking, but very, like poker-faced looking elves of
That's so
very...
awkward.
Yeah, of very fine armor. Their weapons are crazy. They look like Lord of the Rings, like elves, like levels of detail.
Oh, nice.
And as you approach them, Volo goes, "Ah, there they are, the people of the hour. They're the ones you should be thanking." And the elves very calmly turn around, and Volo kind of leans forward and goes, "Oh yes, the elves here are so excited about hearing about your work." And you watch as one of the elves, a very tall elf, probably like 6'6", like lean, tall elf, walks over and looks down at you and goes, "Greetings. My name is Alordan Sin. I have been told that you are able to locate the throne of the Coronal."
That is correct.
That is
Male or
Elvish.
female?
Hard to tell, probably neither, honestly.
Oh, no.
Thaddeus in Elvish is going to say, yes, and it was quite rather easy for us to find.
That is embarrassing if that is true, they respond back in Elvish. For
Nah,
them,
it was not easy.
I'm gonna say in common to Lionel, didn't you fall and find it?
Did you what?
Didn't you
He
fall
detects
into it?
magic
It
first.
was a thing that happened. You don't brother how we found it when you found it.
the elf kind of gives like a little bit of a laugh. The other elves are
Was-
very neutral, but they do kind of bow towards you with respect.
We found it in the Stonecarver's Hall on the 3rd floor, past the Dark Elven Fortress.
Dark elves, we see. The Stonecarver's Hall was a place that we thought it might be, so we are glad to know that our research had borne fruit. But you have done the bulk of the work for us, and for that, you have our thanks. And you watch as he turns around, and one of the elves pulls out what looks to be a beautiful walnut box that's huge. It's this large box. And he opens it up and pulls out the most gorgeous longbow you have ever seen in your life. It has silver inlay, and there's a quiver with it, and he hands it off to you, Thaddeus, because you are the tallest. It is a beautiful crafted longbow, and he also hands what appears to be a matching
quiver of like silver, and inside of it holds 20 silver arrows.
Oh my goodness.
You can read Elvish, right?
I can.
The bow has a silvered inscription on it that says El Hond El Brath Ultath Shantar El Tath La 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 O Hond Ibrath, which
Your
means
mom.
which means a true friend as the trees and the water are true friends.
My, this is impeccable craftsmanship.
I am told that you all are explorers, and I felt as though this may be a useful gift for you. Silver arrows are difficult to come by, and if the creatures you fight are fearsome, then you will need this.
Yes, this will most certainly be useful, but not by my hand. Oh, Nyx. He's gonna, like, hand it over to her.
It is way too
Yes.
big for Nyx.
Can
Yeah.
any of us use
the
longbows?
arrows, but I can't use the bow, Thaddeus. But I appreciate the thought. I don't mind, like, using some of the silver arrows, though.
Oh. Well, alright then, we'll figure it out later.
Yeah, that bow is probably taller than Nyx's.
It is. It's huge. It's a beautiful bow. Honestly, I think I'm looking at Bertrand right now. I think Bertrand is the most likely to get a lot of use out of it.
Do you? Yeah, I also don't think. Can any of us use longbows?
Fighter.
Fighter
This will be
man.
used for our little quest. He's gonna hand it over to him.
Am I worthy of such a wonderful weapon?
You most certainly are.
He will.
Maybe it'll teach you to stay in the back once every now and then.
He will try to. He will fail to hold a blush back as he puts it on his back.
Yeah, it's a beautiful bow. And the
Probably
elves.
looks very out of place on
It
Bertrand.
really does. It's quite the contrast. It's like when you play an MMO and you're wearing all like the dopey, like shitty, like low level gear, and you get your first really cool weapon, and it's a complete contrast. That's very much what it's like.
I
Like,
mean,
no
You
relic.
just see the fucking, like, Zodiac weapon where it's just glowing constantly.
oh
Yeah.
God, so garish.
The elves give a very formal and low bow, and Sin, the leader, also, they give a bow as well, and they turn to the others and go, "Come, we must gather our resources and make our way down. We must charter a ship through this one area called Skullport. We must keep our wits about us." And the other elves kind of also do a nod, and they once again turn to you, all give you a nod, and begin to make their way out.
Before
Oh,
you
wait,
leave,
just a moment, he says in, like, Elvish.
eh, but
Yes.
If you would be so kind, would you please sign this would you, like, leave a little signature right here? He's gonna, like, hand him, like, a very, like, nice-looking piece of parchment paper.
What is this for?
Oh, I'm sending a letter to my family, and I figured it'd be more impressive if I had someone of your kind signature. Or someone of your like signature. You know, to really
We-
impress them.
We
An
are
autograph?
but lawkeepers of Elenthadar. I am flattered by your want for a high prestigious signature, but I am sorry I am not that person.
Right then. Well, that was a little bit embarrassing. I apologize. He's gonna slowly quickly put it away. Next
Again.
time then.
I am flattered, but we are simply
if
scouts.
if
I
secrecy
suppose.
is your intention, I would recommend caution around Skull Island if you're attempting to use the river past Skullport, as it is well guarded.
We will keep
Yeah,
this
as
in
you
mind.
look at the map and see like the literal like fort that Nyx has drawn with like arrows and
I do
Would you
note
make sure to-
that written here on this particular, he points out Skull Island, says, fuck
Yeah.
this shit, we are out.
There's
So-
also we do tell them about the skeleton boat ghost thing they can take.
They kind of nod. They're like, very well, we will be sure to provide coins to this unique individual. It sounds like quite the adventure. I can see why you like it so much.
Yeah.
Times.
Well, like is a pretty strong word, but you know.
So be
Come.
careful. There are a lot of dark elves right down there.
We are not too unfamiliar from them.
Mhm.
Come, my friends, let us quit this place. And the other elves kind of nod, and Sin makes their way out.
Take care. Just waving at them as they leave.
The
And then
moment the
you just
door
look at-
closes, Volo turns to you and goes, well, that's pretty good, I'd say.
Well, that's a
Yeah.
fucking longbow. All of
Yeah.
this for a goddamn piece of string.
I mean,
those 20 silver arrows are very useful. I already
Yeah.
wasted one of my
I guess.
silver arrows, so we
Well,
could definitely use more.
don't count
That's
your
something that's-
axe beaks before they hatch, son, because I have another little thing for you.
I eat aspects. What?
My friends there were staying at a rather lovely place. Not to say that the ordering portal isn't lovely, but when I'm talking lovely, I mean real lovely. And I happen to have been talking within earshot of a rather interesting individual.
Do tell.
He pulls out a letter and hands it off to you. The inheriting son of the Moonstar family wishes to speak with you.
The
A,
monster?
a family? Well, would Thaddeus recognize that?
You have noble background?
I do.
You would.
Ooh, I'll take a look at
The
that.
Moonstar family is a noble family of Waterdeep, with a very long history. I'm trying to see if there's any else House Moonstar information to provide you because of your background. The Moonstar family. It is the oldest and most prominent members of the nobility of Waterdeep. They make their fortune as caravan masters and by leveraging their skills as explorers, cartographers, and guides.
Oh my goodness.
They are also strong backers of the I believe the Church of. I just want to make sure this god is still legitimate here. Give me 1 second. Gotta check some notes here real fast.
Please hold while your divine is being resourced.
Yeah. Well, I have to be sure because things change.
I don't know, guys. I feel very sporadic. What if we just go to Cholt? For no reason.
They are also
Yeah, dinosaurs!
Woo! They are also strong backers of the Church of Saloon, which is, I believe, the goddess of the sun.
How do you spell that?
SULU with a like a triangle on top of it, NE.
Okay. Oh my goodness, this will do the job far better. What does the letter say?
I believe you'll have to open it up for yourself.
Don't mind if I do.
All right.
He's gonna open it in front of everyone, like gather them around.
Let's see. It is addressed to you from Helion Moonstar, asking to meet you at his family estate, which is on the west side of the Street of the Singing Dolphin in the Sea Ward.
My
It
goodness,
says,
royal-
ask people to find Moonstar Alley and you cannot miss it.
Goodness gracious, it's a royal invitation. We must go immediately.
Who sent this? Lickin?
Helion Moonstar.
Helion. Can you spell that for me?
Helion.
Hey, I spelled it correctly.
Yeah.
Alien.
Also, there is a lot of information on this family, so I'm just kind of picking and choosing here.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Well, you need to know they're a very old and very prominent family.
Thaddeus' eyes is just glowing up and say, ah, yes, this will do far more nicely.
Very old and very prominent. That sounds like big pockets.
Indeed, very much indeed.
Thaddeus, you're of their kind of stature.
Yes, some of the
Do you have a family name? I think I
yes,
only
the
looked up your
Bragg
first
family.
name.
The Bragg family. It's not really as prominent, unfortunately, but we are having quite the rise.
I mean, you're probably bringing them up with your recovering of that chair.
Yes, of course. And if they hear that we're actually close affiliate of the Moonstars, then that might be exactly what I need.
Well, you said Did we don't want to keep them waiting? You said we could potentially go there now, or did it specify a time? I mean,
Uh,
we must leave.
It says at your earliest convenience.
oh.
This can be.
Then we must leave immediately. I demand all of you have proper clothing. This is a very
I
important meeting, and
Ah, come on. What's wrong with my clothes?
there is everything wrong with your clothes. Come, we have money now. We must shop.
Alrighty. So, as you guys head out for this meeting, do you want to be included in the meeting, Bertrand, or would you like to depart at this point?
I think Bertrand would go excuse himself politely to the hospice of St. Laspin.
Okay. So then as you all depart, Bertrand decides to go to a temple. Fancy clothes are just not his thing. I imagine you just put a piece of like a nice clothing on him, it would just immediately rip just from sheer energy alone.
Destroys itself.
Like it's like a balloon popping and then it gets all ripped up again.
Somehow the clothes cry.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You guys immediately head out, dragged by the arm by Thaddeus Bragg for proper attire. And Bertrand, you make your way to your temple of Ilmatter to find some peace. And as you all are now residing in the much more bright and sunny, yet still equally as dangerous Waterdeep, we are going to end the session there for tonight.
Very well.
All right.
Alrighty.
For the next session.
Yeah.
Got a lot done.
We did, yeah.
Finally,
You guys...
we get to interact with the Burgioic Sea. My elements.
You just need to remember. You just need to remember to buy saddlebags next.
Yes. We will do that between now and next week, where if you guys
Yeah,
want to buy
yeah.
and sell anything, just so we don't have to roleplay it all out.
Yeah.
In
The
Waterdeep.
Unnecessary
Yeah.
time.
Very quickly do that, and you have to meet a inheritor of a noble house for some reason. Yeah,
Alright,
I knew that
are you
moment.
gonna be okay?
Oh yeah, I'll be fine. I'm gonna look up.
No.
There's some Adventurely content for Waterdeep, which is probably gonna be pretty fun that I might find and we could do. So that could be quite a bit of fun.
Wispy gonna be around on your own?
I think you will.
Oh no!
No, we're
But-
with you.
This is a very in-between session for sure. This was like, okay, time to sell things, time to, complete quests. But next week we'll have our meeting potentially. You guys can meet up with this person whenever you would like. But you guys are going to have your little adventure, and we'll try and find something. If not, I can attempt to homebrew something if I have to. For fun. Yeah, good game, guys. That was really fun. No combat. It was weird because we're so used to having combat constantly, but this was a no combat session, which was definitely weird for this setting. But
The roleplay session.
Strange.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a good change of pace. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
I knew the moment the Elder Brain thing would drop, you guys would go like, for those who know, would go, oh fuck me.
Yeah.
Haha, I don't know.
You and I don't think Shay knows either. I don't know if Evie knows, but I
I
know
have a vague idea.
I know Bracky and I know Zan know. I know that you two know very well, and you know how
Wait,
bad
what?
that is.
Sounds
brain.
scary.
Oh yeah, no. I am a dungeon master. I fucking cry.
Yep.
I'm bummed I'm gonna miss the next 2 weeks, but I will definitely tune in to listen.
Yeah, it'll be. I'll have to find a couple of adventures to run. That'd be kind of fun. See what I can find. Go through DM's Guild and see what's available. But yeah, no, good session. I'm glad because this was actually originally when we started this. This was actually going to be the stopping point if we ended up not wanting to continue. Was this going to be you guys had found the throne and that would be it. But
No, we need more.
this module gets great the more you do it, honestly. Like, I will say this, and I've mentioned this before, like, you will not be 100%ing the floors. Please do not, because holy
No.
shit, will never be done.
With
I don't
that,
think we're trying
with
that.
that in mind.
Yeah.
If you look at our map for the third floor, we've definitely skipped over a lot of spots.
Well,
You
the thing
have,
is-
more than you
it-
think.
The problem is that what stopped us was the cart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we can't
that's
get
the other
through it.
discussion. The cart's gotta go.
The cart's gotta go.
No.
Lex's cart
Rather-
lexicon.
We'd rather die before we get rid of that
We
cart.
will give it a Viking funeral.
We're gonna have to
Like-
no, we're gonna have to ship it out to Lex. We're gonna have to like put it in the
I mean,
post and like
we're-
have it like delivered to him.
They're in
Nah.
Waterdeep. We could just leave it with them.
That's too much work. Just burn it.
No, we can't. We
Already
can't.
seen
Fireball.
too much. Burn it.
We're not gonna have a going merry
Fireball.
scene like down.
Oh
in,
my
like,
god, do
Skullport.
not bring up fucking the
No.
Going Mary scene, please.
A card would be so useful. Like it's really useful, except on the underground. Oh,
Look, we'll store it until we get like magic that can, transform it, or like some sort of like portal we
Well-
can keep it in.
Or, a backup hold.
shifty eyes,
Yeah.
shifty eyes, shifty eyes. Look,
I mean,
in order to get something that could help us, for me, I need a lot of money. That's the issue. I need a lot of gold.
does enlarge reduce? You could reduce the donkey. It's technically carrying the cart
But the
to
cart
get
is
through. It's carrying it, technically.
No, it's
part of
not.
its equipment.
Pulling it. It's not
I
carrying
mean,
it.
the mule can get through. It's the cart, so just reduce the carts.
I believe it can only be used on a creature, unfortunately. It might
Yeah,
actually be used on
yeah.
an object. I'm not sure. I think it's a creature. though.
I think it is creature only.
Yeah. I'm
All right,
pretty sure.
animate the cart.
Oh my god, this is so. Just get saddlebags, you guys. Come on. Oh my
Yeah,
lord.
I'm gonna be the bearer of the bad news. We have to get rid of the cart.
Yeah.
We'll
Let's
mail it-
don't worry about that right now. I think there might be a solution for that in the next session, but we will figure that out as it becomes important. But just for general, like, I want to buy, like, some rations, or I want to buy, like, a sword. Well, we can very
We are going
easily...
to be more careful with the rations because we overdid it.
Yeah, you guys bought, like, what, 30 rations?
60, I think.
That's
Yeah.
fine, though, because you don't have to worry about them running out.
Mhm.
But you are going to be a bit more conscious about your weight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I need to buy donkey feed.
Also in the game.
Or mule feed, my bad.
Remember, the mule feed is much lighter. I actually adjusted it
Yeah,
to be way lighter,
it's
just so it's not a problem.
5 pounds each instead of like 20.
Yeah, which is ridiculous. All
I
right.
mean, we can definitely get rid of some of our rations in the future for sure.
You
we have a
could,
lot.
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I'm excited. This is like a weird kind of outside of the pre-written adventure now, and it's like, oh boy. But yeah, chat, how are you doing?
Yeah. How are you, chat? Is everything
Yeah,
okay
chat
over
from
there?
there.
Are you behaving?
I will be uploading more of the episodes. I'm very behind, and I'm very sorry.
You're only one episode behind.
I am only one episode behind, but I want to try and get all the episodes out as soon as possible. I also have to
Also my
fix.
fault.
I also have to fix my Majora's Mask uploads because my internet cut out and my Majora's
Oh,
Mask
shit.
VOD got split up. So I have to find someone who can merge those two together. We are
Ring,
we
ring,
are here. We're
heart.
certainly not behaving.
Tisk,
Yeah,
tisk, tisk.
Yeah, I'm gonna message Heartsy and be like, "Hey, can you just quickly just staple these together for me?"
He
real fast?"
has
In
the
blue.
program where he was initially putting the
Yes.
intro in, so he can definitely do it.
Yeah.
I have voluntold, but I'm sure he'll do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind putting like a thing between that and it goes, and then Monty's internet died. But that was really fun. I was like, what a difference in session, just role playing strictly. I like Skullport. It's like really gross though, and it's just like, this place is ass, and I'm like, yeah.
This place is the
Yeah.
worst.
And then there's like a gnome who's there who's like, hi, how are you doing? I'm like, this is a bit jarring. Okay.
Well, hi.
Not everyone can be as, not everyone can be quietude.
No, yeah, no. Quietude is definitely the most like, okay. Oh man. Alrighty. Well, with that, I guess we should rate somebody. We'll be back here next week, minus Bertrand, unfortunately.
Mm.
I'm sorry.
I know.
You're going-
I'm doing a
You know-
Brentrance.
I've been watching Viva la Dirt, and you did that noise just now, and it made me think of this dude. I don't know if you have watched Viva la Dirt. Oh damn it! This is too heavy. Never mind. I can send you the gif.
Okay.
It's the crying NPC that goes.
It's a shame we don't have Zoran here to do his baby crying noise.
Oh,
I don't
God.
think anybody can.
Yeah, he's
Nobody
really
can
good
do
at
it the same way.
Ooh, ooh,
All Alrighty.
He's Stream, isn't he?
Speaking of raiding, do we want to raid Zoran the bear?
Yes,
We
and tell him to
should.
baby
Yeah.
cry. Yeah. We can do it. We can tell him in chat to baby cry for us.
Yeah, baby cry.
Baby cry.
I'd let him know the cart.
No, don't tell him about the cart until later. Don't
tell him.
We
Don't tell
haven't.
him about the cart.
We don't know the fate
Don't
of the
tell him
cart
about the
yet.
cart.
Do not tell him
Yeah.
about the cart, but tell him to cry
cart
like a
is fine.
baby.
Yeah.
All right. Take care, everybody. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Later.
Suckers now.
What? Shut up, Bracky.
We have all your money.